Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Are we coming in? Or are we not? We stopped that right there. Cause see, they ain't want to act up tonight. They ain't want to act up tonight. I come back to that later on. Stream, y'all want to act up, but it's all good. Peace, peace, family. Peace, peace. Make sure when you come into the building, you press that like and subscribe button. Y'all music. That's right. All right, peace, peace. Link to the chat, those who's supposed to be up. Come on up. Shalom, shalom, Sister LaToya G. Make sure as when those who's supposed to be on the panel, come on up, come on up, come on up. We thank the Creator for each one of you. And we thank the Creator for, for the Shabbat coming in. Let me go ahead and blow the shofar. We thank the Creator for each one of you. Shalom, shalom, Sister LaToya G, Sister Sephora, Trey, Zayden, Shamara, and I don't see Emery. Okay, well, maybe Emery done. Maybe she gone. She will put up Emery. Hey, shalom, shalom to Emery too. Make sure, as when you come into the building, you press that like and subscribe button. And we thank the Creator for each one of you for joining us today. This is, I would say, this is my mild point of me chilling out. I wish I had my hand clap. Yay! I would say this is my time off. This is my time off for the week. It's needed. And then Then I have like a something going on the side as well that needs to be taken care of. So we thank the Creator for, for tonight. All praises, the Creator know when to have a ram in the bush. So all praises to the Creator. So we thank the Creator for each one of you. We're waiting for the brothers to come on in. And I just want to say shout outs to Megan Thee Stallion. If you're listening in, hey, congrats on your new album release. Congrats. Congrats on that. All praises to you, sis. But we thank the Creator for each one of you for just coming in and listen. But we waiting on the brothers to come in, and we're gonna kind of push forward until these brothers come on up, because I just got off the phone with them, so I know they'll be here. I'm just gonna kind of talk about a couple of things here. all praise. It's a thing when you see things happening that you have to pay attention to, and you have to be aware of prophecy, because a lot of stuff that's happening that you see right before your eyes is fulfilling prophecy. So be aware of what's coming. Okay. Also, I want to share this as well. Let me share this as well. These brothers come up. I don't go through all that. I just do it off my phone. Let me show you off my phone real quick. Waiting on the brothers. Shalom, shalom, brother Marcus. Hey, wish happy Shabbat to you, to your friend as well. I can't remember her name. Type her name in too, brother. I'm gonna say happy Shabbat to her as well. Just want to show you something real quick. My second episode is getting ready to come out to my kids' book. So be looking for it. I'm trying to pull it up. Yeah, Rael. Yeah, that's right. Shalom, shalom, sis. Shalom, shalom, sister Rael. I knew it was that, but not that, but I knew it was some way around like Ray Charles, but I just didn't know. I just forgot about the L. So shalom, shalom to that sis. Shalom, shalom. Hold on. Where's my Okay, here we go. Just want to make sure y'all realize that my second episode of my book is getting ready to come out. I sent it out to some of you, but to a lot of you, if you can see this is my second episode to my kids' book. You can see it right here. This is my second episode to my kids' book that's getting ready to come. It's gonna be dropping at the end of November. So be prepared, on the lookout. The first one it did what it's supposed to do. Now we're looking for this one to do. It just went out. We're looking for this one to do even better. And we have the animation coming out as well. That should be dropping at the end of November. And we also gonna be having another book dropped by the end of December, January, in the Creator's will. So, okay, brother Assh is up. So, I've been busy. So, sometimes when you're mentally tired, you got to have that rest. So I think the creator for tonight, Sister LaToya, she wanted to host the night platform with the conversation. So I'm just gonna moderate, and I'm gonna step aside. I'm just gonna moderate, make sure the conversation go fair. Okay, and shalom, brother Gabriel. Make sure the conversation is fair. Make sure each person has an opportunity to lay their points down, and make sure that the answers to a question get answered. So we don't want to leave nothing unturned. We don't want to leave nothing unturned. Shalom, brother Isaiah. So we want to make sure everything is answered tonight. All right. So without no further ado, shalom, brother Joel and sister Araya. Make sure when you come into the building, you press that like button. We don't ask for anything over here but that. Press that button up and down. If you haven't subscribed to the podcast, subscribe to it. If you like what you're hearing, you like what you see, subscribe to it. Let other brothers and sisters know that we're here. and we're pushing through the YouTube algorithms and etc. All right. So without no further ado, Sister LaToya, Brother Assh, we're going to let Sister LaToya, because she wanted to host this tonight, and we're going to allow her to open, and then we're going to pass it to Brother Assh, and then he's going to come, and then we're going to move forward. So, Sister LaToya, you got it. What was the purpose for you wanting to host the conversation tonight?
All right. Good evening, y'all. Hey. So the last time we spoke, the conversation was supposed to be about Deuteronomy 18:19. Well, Deuteronomy 18:18 through 19. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. So that's what the conversation was about. And then, Jacob basically, asked, Brother Isaiah to explain, like, how's Jesus, how's he the prophet that was raised among the brethren, like unto thee, like unto Moses. And he came with Psalms 40 and 7. I come in the volume of the book. Also, he came with Luke 1 and 30. And to that, I put up Deuteronomy 4 and 2. You shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall you diminish aught from it, that you may keep the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you. Now, when I made that comment, they didn't think that it made sense. So tonight, I'm just here to defend why that comment made sense. Because if you're pushing the NT or anything with that doctrine, that's added text. And we're going to look into it. Or I would really like for y'all to show me and prove to me that Jesus was speaking the Creator's words, that those words were being put in his mouth. So, I mean, yeah. But I can keep going.
Well, give Brother Assh your opportunity to.
Oh.
I mean, are you finished? Because if you
Oh,
finish,
yeah.
we're going to pass it over to Brother Assh for him to respond. Are you finished?
Okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, Brother Assh, you can respond to her comment. And Brother Isaiah, if you wanted to come on the platform, because she did call you out, you can come on up to as well to defend what you meant when you said the volume of the book. You can come on up as well. The link is in the chat. Brother Assh, are you here? You on mute. If you, I see you come off mute, but I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Brother Assh. You might have to go out and come back in. I can't hear you. Sister LaToya, do you hear him? Anybody in the chat, do y'all hear him? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all hear him. Okay, he went out. I guess he's gonna come back on in. Until he come back in, Sister LaToya, you can those were some points that you put up. You said that the New Testament is added text. Sister LaToya.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? How about now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yep, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you perfect.
What we left off at, Kane?
She was saying that. Well, you want to kind of reiterate, Sister LaToya, just kind of roughly reiterate what you was expounding on.
All right. Deuteronomy 4 and 2. You shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall you diminish aught from it, that you may keep the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you. I put that in the chat last week whenever Jacob asked you to describe like or to explain how Jesus fits Deuteronomy 18:19. And I don't know, I just want to get into that basically. How does he fit Deuteronomy 18 and 19? And not just Deuteronomy 18:19, but through 20 as well.
But
Okay,
you
Con.
did, but you,
Go ahead.
but real quick, you did say New Testament was added text, right?
Yeah, Deuteronomy. That's why I put that in there last week. When you tell me that comment didn't make no sense, I put it in there because when Jacob asked you to prove that he was a prophet, you was going to the New Testament for scriptures, and I'm like, that's added text. The New Testament wasn't around back then.
Okay, so I
So
just
when
want,
it's talking about the volume of the book, it's talking about the law, you know, the book, the law of Moses, and other writings that were wrote back then.
okay, so I just wanted her to bring that out because I don't know if you heard that part or not. So I just wanted her to reiterate the things that she said because I don't know what part you heard and what part you missed. You follow me? So now, brother Ash, you have the flow. You have it.
Okay, Con, Shalom. Real quick before we get started, sister, it's a real serious question. With all due respect, do you have a husband?
Why does that matter?
No, I'm asking because if you have a husband, and you know, I like to usually get permission from the husband to speak to the wife before I engage. That's all I'm saying.
Well, do you also think I'm supposed to be quiet? Because I know that's one of Paul's commandments. But
No,
no, we're good. We can talk. No, it's okay. No, we can speak.
oh, so you don't have a husband?
No.
Okay, Con. All right, we good. All right, let's get it. You said Deuteronomy 18:18, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the question you're raising is, I think you're trying to harp on. You said you made a statement that said I'm using the New Testament to prove a point in Deuteronomy. The reason I'm doing that is because any biblical scholar would agree that the New Testament is also a history source, especially dealing with Paul's writings. Scholars consider Paul's writings as a historical source, right? And we see Paul clearly attesting to the life of Christ, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, who we call Yahweh Shai. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I went to the New Testament, and I'm utilizing it as a historical reference more so than a prophetic reference according to the so-called Old Testament, right?
Right, I
So,
understand that.
well, let me ask, okay, what then this the thing, the Deuteronomy 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that this is dealing with the Messiah? Whoever the Messiah is, whoever the Messiah may be, do you believe that this is dealing with the Messiah?
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. From the way I read this scripture, I'm thinking that the Messiah, yeah, of course, but I think this applies to the other prophets as well.
I explained to the brother Yaakov that can be applicable spiritually to other prophets or whatnot, but it's the thing, right? Because the brother was saying how Christ has to word for word match every single aspect of Moses' life, but Joshua clearly doesn't, according to that prophecy. You see what I'm saying? Right? Then it says,
Right.
when it says he will be a prophet, raise him up a prophet from among their brethren. We see that early part of Christ's life. He became famous at a young age or whatnot. That raised up has nothing to do with some made up ceremony by the priest. You don't see any consistency in that. You just don't. There's no law that said that's what you call added to the law. By trying to say you have to be raised up in a certain order or fashion to become a leader. That does not exist in the law, right? You have to make that up and try to harp and expound on it. So I don't subscribe to that ideology. So I can't attack. I can't view it from that viewpoint because I don't believe that when it says raised up that there's a certain ceremony that you have to go through to do that. You see what I'm saying? But by definition, we see Christ being raised up from young. You see what I'm saying? He's 12 years old, or however old he was a youth, and he was confounding all the Pharisees in the temple. You see what I'm saying? So he's already getting that fame. They try to make him king, right? So we see a process of Christ being made a famous person during that time. Just like we see David became famous, right? Joshua
Yeah.
became famous. We see all these men that became famous. You see what I'm saying? And then one more thing too, sis, because matter of fact, you want to respond to anything I just said?
Well, yeah, we don't know Jesus' age. I don't think there's, I mean, you would have to go to outside sources of, you know what I'm saying, to really get his age.
Well, I mean, you're right because it's estimated that he died in between the ages of, I think they say what, 33 to 39, up in that range right there. I think a lot of scholars believe he died at the age of either 33 or 36, one of them, or whatnot. But we still have a time range, and we still have testimonies, even from secular sources, that attest to the life of this man named Jesus Christ. You can't get around it. I'm talking, it's a whole bunch of sources out there to attest that this man named Jesus Christ walked the earth. And these were from non-so-called religious people, right? So I say
Mm-hmm.
all that to say, when you're dealing with the New Testament, you're dealing with the historicity of the New Testament. We know we learned this in school about the Hellenistic period, the Jews in Rome. We learned this stuff in school from a historical context. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that's why I go to the New Testament. Those things. That's why.
All right. Well, we do learn that in school, but you know, real history is like so-called black people or melanated people are the original people of Earth. They're indigenous to every continent. All black people aren't the same. So that might be another set of black people history, but that don't mean that's everybody's history. And especially now they taught it to you in school. I really don't. I think I don't want to get into that because I really don't think that that just gets into a whole another conversation with history. But I do agree with one thing. I don't think the prophet has to be just like Moses. But it does say among, which means in the middle, in the center. So I would think that he would be like in the midst of Israel. But I actually didn't even want to really go in on that. It was the other part of that verse. And will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And then, you know, last time you came on, you went to verse 19, you kind of gave us like a little warning when you was like, and it should come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. We know Jesus died. And if thou say in thine heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord have not spoken? When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord have not spoken, but the prophet have spoken, if presumptuously thou shalt not be afraid of him. So I look at that last verse. Now, if that prophet don't speak the words that the Creator commanded, then we should not fear him. So that warning shot that you sent in us last time, you was like, we have to hearken unto him. You was going back to verse 19. If he not speaking the words of the Creator, we don't have to hearken unto him. And that's actually Jeremiah 23:16. 1 second. Thus said the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart, and not out of the mouth of the Lord. And I take that, and I take it to Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So tonight, if you don't mind, I just want to pull out some verses from the New Testament, some, you know, with Jesus and the words that he was speaking. And I just want to see if those were the words of the Creator. And if they not, then that's Deuteronomy 4:2. He's adding on to or taking away from the word. So then it can't be Deuteronomy 18:19. He can't be the prophet that was raised up.
Okay, Khan. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Khan. Okay, beautiful. All right. Let me ask you real quick. Uh is the law the words of God?
The law, like the laws and
Right.
commandments.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, did Christ teach us to keep the law?
There was a story where he spoke to a young boy to ask him how to get eternal life, and he brung up the laws and commandments. But I actually that was one of my talking points for the night, that same story, because it's what he said to that guy after he spoke on the laws and commandments.
Right.
He
So,
added to.
he added too. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. I'm about to say. So basically, we see Christ quoting the law a lot, right? I'll read
Mhm.
one for you. Matthew 5:18. For verily I say unto you, right, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle, meaning even the smallest law, shall in no wise pass from the law to all be fulfilled. Right? Christ, I mean, right here, Christ is telling us the law still stands, right? Because the law still stands, and it says till heaven and earth pass, and we know that the Most High is going to let this earth reign forever, right? So right here we have Christ um talking about keeping the law. So to say that he was taken away from the law, I mean, this right here proves, that to be, false, with all due respects, is, what I'm saying? And we see Christ quoting laws, right? Now you would agree that the law is basically the word of God, right?
Right.
So did Christ, when Christ was quoting the law, right, was he
Mhm.
speaking the Most High's words when he quoting the law?
Yeah, when he was quoting the law, any two time you quote exactly what the Creator say, you speaking
I
His
didn't
word.
ask you that. I didn't ask you that. I just asked you one simple question. Was Christ speaking the words of God when he was quoting laws in the so-called Old Testament?
Yeah.
Okay, boom. Now we have an example of Christ speaking the words of the Father. That's I
Mhm.
mean, drop the mic right there. You want to respond to that?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the mic back up, and I want
Go
to
ahead.
go to um. Let's go to Luke. So this is the same story we were just talking about with the boy. You know, the young man when he asked him basically how can he get everlasting life. Luke 18:18. And a certain ruler asked him, saying, Good master, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? So at that point, Jesus goes into telling, he goes into listing laws and commandments. That's one time when he was listing the laws and the commandments. And he was speaking the creator's word in that case, right? But then when you come down to verse 22, well, start at verse 21. So the young guy says, and he said, All these have I kept from my youth up. He's saying, like, I've kept the laws and commandments. Now, when Jesus heard these things, he said unto him, Yet lackest thou one thing. Sell all that thou hast and distribute unto the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come follow me. And come follow me. So he's telling the young man to, okay, you're already following the laws and commandments. You've been doing that. But now I want you to take everything that you have and sell it. That's a big thing because the Bible speaks of poor in different ways, poor, the needy, in need, and want. But it could be talking about you're lacking material things, or it could be like, metaphoric, like spiritual. But in his case, I feel like a lot of times he was pushing like material things, like, you need to be financially poor. So I want to take that and I want to take it to the law because again, he says, Yet lackest thou one thing, sell all that thou hast. And if you take that and you go to Deuteronomy 15, it's basically giving you laws like on how you should deal with the poor. And go to verse, I would say 4. Save when there should be no poor among you, for the Lord shall greatly bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it. Only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe to do all these commandments which I command thee this day. So he's saying there shouldn't be no poor among you if you follow all his commandments. For the Lord thy God blessed thee as he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, but thou shalt not borrow, and thou shalt reign over many nations, but they shall not reign over thee. If there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of the gates in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thine hand from thy poor brother. So you're not supposed to have a hard heart. You're not supposed to be stingy towards him, right? But thou shalt open thine hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need and that which he wanted. Sufficient, meaning, enough for him to be okay, good. But
Tomorrow.
nowhere in that law does it tell you to sell everything you have. Because when you do that, now you become the poor.
Yeah.
And now that means somebody got to come back and sell everything they have to you. But my thing is that law? Does that law match with what Jesus said?
Hey, let me ask you a question. I will send you a copy of my new book to this phone. Oh, y'all. Hello? Testing. Everybody still on?
Yeah.
Y'all keep going. I just got a phone call. Y'all keep going.
Now I'm waiting for Brother Isaiah to respond.
All right. And tell me what you think. All right. You wait for his answer?
Yeah. It was basically, does that law that what Jesus told that young man about the poor, does that match what the law says about how you deal with the poor? Again, if you sell everything you have, now you're going to be poor.
Okay, Brother Assh. Brother Gabriel, I just put Brother Gabriel comment up here. He's supposed to be on the panel as well. But he said, Christ did not call thou shalt not. I don't know what that is. Thou shalt not covet. That's why he told the brother he lacked something. So you saying, what do you mean by that, Brother Gabriel, that Christ did not call thou shalt not covet? What was he covering? Because the brother was rich. What the sister was bringing out, the brother was rich, and he already told Christ that he was keeping the commandments. And Christ said that there's one thing that you lack, and that's sell all your possessions, give to the poor and come follow him. And she asked the question, how's that covered? If I'm rich, if I'm Donald Trump rich, or Jay-Z rich, or Bill Cosby rich, or just rich in general, how am I covering somebody? How am I covering my neighbor if I already have what they want? Explain that, Brother Gabriel. Earthly riches? I don't understand. I don't understand earthly riches, because I don't think the law which she quoted in Torah was telling you to give up all your earthly riches. I don't see that. I didn't see that one, Brother Gabriel.
If you go to Deuteronomy 28:1, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket, and blessed shall be thy store. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out. So what if the man was keeping law and he was blessed? And what if the poor man was not keeping law? What if he was a lacker? What if he didn't work? What if he didn't keep law?
That's a good question. Brother Gabriel, you want to answer that? Or Brother Assh, you back up? Y'all want to answer that? What if the poor man wasn't keeping law? Do you still give to the poor man who's not keeping law? That's a good question.
If you go to
Did he break? I mean, because the question is, he already told which who y'all call Yahweh Shai that he was already keeping law, but he said Yahweh Shai, Yahusha,
Yo, can
Jesus.
you hear me?
Yeah. Let me just get this point out because
Okay, go
Brother
ahead.
Gabriel was responding to that he said he already was keeping law, and he said, well, there's one thing that you're lacking. You got to give all your riches up. Well, the question is, where does it tell you in the law, what the sister asks, where you're supposed to give up everything that you have that made you rich? Brother Gabriel say, aren't we commanded to lend to the poor? You want to respond to that, sis?
yeah, that's why like after I read what Jesus said, I actually went to the law and it said Deuteronomy 15.
Because he put up Proverbs 19 and 17. He that has pity upon the poor lendeth unto the Lord, and that which he has given will he pay him again.
I listen,
Hey,
I agree
shalom,
with
just
that.
real quick. Shalom, Sister Nika. Shalom. Make sure when you come into the building, you press that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead. What you got? Then we're going to give it to Brother Ash. Go ahead.
I agree with that. That's why I went to Deuteronomy 15. I actually read that. I read what the law told you to do with the poor. If there be verse 7, if there be among you a poor man, one of thy brethren, within any of thy gates in thy land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thy hand from the poor brother, but thou shalt open thy hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need and that which he wanted. So whatever he's needing and wanting, if you got it and you could do it for him, you're supposed to do it. Like, you're not supposed to be stingy. You're supposed to help. Like, it balances. If you're rich and then somebody's poor, if everybody chip in and give in to that person, then everybody can have. I agree with that. But that's not what Jesus said. Jesus told the young man to sell everything that he had. And again, that goes against, because what I'm saying is, if the young man was rich, how did we, and he said he kept law, those sound like blessings from the creator. Since when do you tell, when do you give, when did the creator give you blessings? Yeah, you supposed to help people with your blessings, but not give it all away. Like, not say everything you got, now you're poor. Now somebody got to get a blessings to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be balanced. Just wait.
Shalom, Brother J. Mos Woody. Shalom. Make sure when you come into the building, you press that like and subscribe button. You can pass it to Brother Ash when you get ready to pass it. Those are some very good points. You want Brother Ash to chime in?
I'm waiting on them.
Okay, Brother Ash, you got it. The floor. She said the floor is on you, Brother Ash. Brother Ash, you still here? Because that's a hard gut punch.
Con, I'm here. I'm in the building.
Okay, you got it.
Con.
It's a hard gut punch, brother.
Hey. No, it's really not. Go check this out. Right? Because now, and listen, that brother Gabriel came. He made a good point, right? He made a good point, or whatever. But see, my thinking is, Christ was not. He wasn't quoting any specific law to him. The law there is being played out is Deuteronomy 18. That's my take on Christ in a situation or whatnot. We go back to Deuteronomy 18, to where whoever the Messiah is, right? When he asks you to do something, you got to do it. So since I believe that Christ is the Messiah, right? I'm perceiving it as him giving this brother a commandment, you know what I'm saying, a command of what to do, not according to the law, but he's telling him to do something. He's refusing. He's refusing that stone, which is Christ.
Hey,
Can I ask you a
salute.
On that.
question?
Just real quick. Salute to your brother Yoshabam. Good to see you again, brother. Make sure when you come into the building, you press that like and subscribe button. Go ahead. You got the flow. Y'all got the flow.
Can I ask you a quick question? Did you just say that Jesus wasn't quoting from specific law? He was just giving him a commandment. He was just telling him what to do. Is that what you just said? Because Deuteronomy 18:18, I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I, the Creator, shall command him. That's my point of Deuteronomy 4:2. Jesus was doing a bunch of adding to and taking away from the word. You just told me that he gave that young man a word, but it wasn't a specific law. So he wasn't speaking from the law. That's my point. He was giving advice and speaking from his own. What did the Creator say? When the prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if no, hold on, where's that verse at? But a prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. Did the Creator command Jesus to say that? Is that law? You just said it wasn't a law.
Brother Gabriel, I just put the link in the chat if you want to come up. Brother Assh, she just asked you a question. She said you said that Jesus wasn't speaking law. She just quoted back law, and she said Jesus did not quote what the Creator told him to quote because that wasn't a part of what the Creator said. What say you, Brother Assh? Brother Gabriel, Brother Isaiah, y'all better come on up and help you, brother.
Hey, if they phone went out, I got a quick one right quick.
Go ahead till
All
he
right.
come back through.
Luke 16, right? This is a story being told by Jesus. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores. For one, even in the story, they breaking law Leviticus 15:1 to 15:8, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. So he had a running issue, open wounds. Think Leviticus 15. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. So now he knows where their soul went. But according to him, one of those people, the beggar, went to be with Abraham, okay? And in hell, he lift up his eyes, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off. So he can now see Abraham and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in his flame. He's speaking this, come on, familiar spirits. He's speaking with Abraham. He's speaking like these are dead spirits. But Abraham says, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. So because Lazarus had money in the real, he was blessed. The Creator blessed him. Now in the afterlife, he has to receive evil things. But the beggar, the man that maybe wasn't keeping law, and he wasn't keeping law, because we just said, even though this is a story, in the story he had open wounds and he's at the table while somebody's eating. He's not quarantined, so he's not keeping law. But even then, he ends up in the afterlife, he gets the reward because it was all about being poor. It was all about selling your possessions. That's interesting because when you look at the history of this country, they came in the name of Jesus Christ. And now they own everything.
Shalom, shalom.
hold on, brother.
No, I was just speaking. I wasn't cutting her off. I was just speaking.
Okay. Go ahead, finish up, sis.
I'm finished. She can speak.
Okay, brother Gabriel, she giving you the flow.
Con. Shalom says Shalom.
And then
Oh,
just real
so
quick, once when you finish, then I'm gonna bring up what brother Isaiah said in the chat. Go ahead, brother Gabriel, you got it.
okay. So let's see. Um, how we want to look at this? So I'm saying that let me just go back first to where we was talking about originally. Let me look at what's going on first. Uh, you know that.
Well, she brought up the law about the rich man. Um, just to kind of cap it in, the rich man going to Jesus, Jesus telling him to keep the commandments. He said, I kept the commandments. And he said, okay, there's something else you not doing. That's you have to give to the poor, sell to the rich, and then come follow him. And she said, that's not law. That's not law dealing with the poor people. And then that's when you put up Proverbs, and then she agreed, but then she went further into that law to show that that has nothing to do with what Jesus told the young man. You follow me, right? So that's where the conversation is at right there. And that's where Brother Assh had dropped. You can pick it up from right there.
This a Royal Rumble.
Brother Gabriel, you still here? Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I got you in now. Go ahead. You kind of look like
Oh, my bad. Okay. All
yeah.
right. So all right. So I just want to go back initially to where we was at with the Luke 18. Just to kind of explain my stance on that. It says, now he lacketh one thing. Then he said he tells him he lacks one thing. Then he tells him to sell what he has to distribute unto the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come and follow me. All right. So sell all I have and distribute unto the poor. Right. So in this context, he's not telling him to go broke. That's not the principle of what he's talking about. And then when I said thou shalt not covet, you know what I'm saying? Not that he was coveting neighbor's goods, but his own. That's why Christ pointed out, and it's the same even in Matthew 19, right? He doesn't list, thou shalt not covet, right? This brother said he was keeping law. Now, just because he said he was keeping law, does that mean he was keeping law?
Okay. Well, he
Um,
was obviously blessed, but no, that doesn't mean
right.
just because
So
you might say something, that don't mean that you're right.
Right. So, in this context, I don't think it was something. Then, let's say, next one thing. Then, all right, and then verse 23. And when he heard this, he was very sorrowful, for he was very rich. Right. Uh,
Mm.
and let's keep going. It says, and when Yahushua saw that he was very sorrowful, he said, how hardly shall they that have riches enter into the kingdom of Yahweh?
Mm.
For it is easier for a camel to go through a needle's eye than a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. Now, I do agree with you when it says that, all the blessings, right? It also says in the scripture that your hand would be prosperous if you are meditating in the law, if you are keeping the law. So, yes, you can be prosperous in that way. But also, everyone that all of the leaders at that time, all of the leaders in Israel, the Pharisees, all of them were well to do. They were all rich men. They weren't poor men. They were fed from the sacrifices. That's how they made their money. So I mean, I'm not saying that this brother here was I don't know if this brother here was a Pharisee, but he addressed them, good master, what should I do to inherit eternal life? So, Christ lists the commandments only applicable to the relationship of brotherhood. He didn't call off the first four of the Ten Commandments. He called off the last, what would have been six, that it had thou shalt not covet. So I mean, the principle there. I'm not going to say that Christ. None of this. All of this is about the principles. the precepts, the principles, not about, him telling him he has to sell all he has. And I got another scripture that tells you not to give everything until you broke. You only give what you can.
Mm.
Let's see. Da, 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 da. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. All right. So it says in Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 29 and verse 20, it says, help thy neighbor according to thy power, and beware that thou thyself fall not into the same. So even as Yahweh Shai telling him, to sell all he has and give to the poor, and he'll have treasure in heaven, he's making reference to the kingdom of Yahweh, meaning that that's why I put earthly riches, because earthly riches don't compare to the kingdom of heaven. And I pulled Proverbs 19 and 17 because of the principle that is applicable in this situation. He that lendeth, he that have pity upon the poor, lendeth unto the Lord. So what Christ is telling them there, he's not telling them to give all his things away just so he can be broke. He's telling them to give it to the poor because the Most High is going to in turn bless him again. Because that's how the Most High is. He's a just God.
Okay.
I digress.
I don't know where to start. If you sell everything you got, you're gonna be poor. It doesn't matter why it doesn't matter why Jesus told him to sell everything he got. The point is, if he sells everything he has, he's gonna be poor. The next point is that's Deuteronomy 4 and 2. The Creator never commanded Israel to sell everything they had to the poor. It said given to him so he could be sufficient to what he wanted, but don't sell everything you got to him. Also, when it says verse 23, and when he heard this, he was very sorrowful, for he was very rich. Yes, that's common sense. Like if he says he's keeping law and the Creator's blessed him, obviously he's blessed. Then how does he feel now being told that actually you got to take everything the Creator gave you and give it away to your poor? And then
Okay.
another point is that whole you gain riches in heaven. I don't know about the firmament, but I know about the promised land, the actual land they're gonna be on, where they're gonna be rich. They're gonna be following law, keeping law, but they're gonna have all the possessions of the enemies. They're gonna run the world.
Right. I agree. Now, I don't believe that heaven is in that we're going to out the firmament or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Heaven will be on earth, and that's the rulership of Israel. Also, when he's telling him to sell all he has, this is a testament of faith, just like in Genesis when Abraham was told to sacrifice his son. Right? Abraham had the same countenance. His countenance fell a little bit, but he believed if the Most High is telling him to do this, there's a reason. Even Isaac didn't stop his hand and said, "Go ahead. If the Father telling you to do this, it's for good reason." So if Christ, the Messiah, is telling you to do the same thing, he's only telling this brother to test his faith. It's the principles. Like if Christ first and foremost, not only is he the Messiah, the prophet is raised up, he is the word made flesh. You know what I'm saying? So everything he is speaking is by his mouth. I mean, I don't understand where the disconnect when it comes to prophets and having the word of the Most High in their mouth, or Deuteronomy 18 raising up a prophet like unto his brethren from among his brethren. Because it's the same thing. It's the same thing as Moses did. Yeah, but Moses. Now I'm gonna get off
Well,
topic.
let me
The principle is it's a principle of faith. That's all. I'm gonna leave
okay.
it at that.
Let me interject real quick. I just want to kind of put this there because I was referenced at the beginning on Deuteronomy, and I just want to kind of reference this real quick. When it says that I will raise up unto you a prophet like unto Moses, it's referencing Moses. Now, if there were any other prophet in the Bible that did what Moses did, such as bring the children of Israel from out of captivity. Who did that? Such as,
Who brought them out of captivity?
yeah, Moses brought the children of Israel from out of captivity.
Yeah, well, there's
Moses,
been plenty of
Moses,
prophets that brought children of Israel out of captivities.
who?
Uh, I mean, we can go to anywhere in the book of Judges where they were taken into captivity and then they were brought out of captivity by the hand of whoever the Most High raised up at
Okay,
that time.
and they brought them to the promised land. They took
So
over
when
Moses.
let's see,
Hold on.
go ahead. No, you good. You good. Go ahead.
They
Go ahead.
took,
I'm gonna mute while you talk.
they took Moses' position and led the children of Israel the other part that Moses couldn't do. So you would have to have a part and part, half and half. So
Right. So
like
okay.
unto Moses, they have to be like
Mhm.
Moses. So I just want to
Okay.
kind of bring that out. I don't want to. I'm not getting involved. I just want to keep that in focus, because when that prophecy said like Moses, that person has to have the same quality like Moses. They had to do what
Okay.
Moses did. They have to take over the position of what. In other words, if I say you just like your daddy, could that be anybody, or that has to be the person's son? That's common sense. So we're gonna move forward. Y'all, let me bring out Isaiah question. I don't want to miss his question.
I thought you
Isaiah
already
said,
read it.
no. I just no. Precept. He said precept must be upon precept. Show another similar such instance when Christ supposedly added to the law. I guess this to you, Sister LaToya. My take is he is what it is.
Since the rich man was not keeping the same law that you quoted upon in Leviticus.
So that's to you, Sister LaToya.
Right. Now, come on, Sister Latoya, before you say that, let me say this real quick. To you real quick, Yaakov, what is Moses' title? And you can let Sister Toya jump on Brother Isaiah thing, and you can come back to that after the sister. Got to leave the
Moses'
floor.
title was a prophet, and he was a god to Pharaoh, and he was the head chief elder of the Israelites, meaning the leader. That's what his title was. And Pharaoh
Okay.
and Aaron was his speaker and his high priest. But go ahead, Sister
Con.
LaToya. You got Brother Isaiah question.
All right. Precept must be upon precept. I do agree. That's Isaiah. And actually, that's what I plan on doing tonight. Like I pulled a bunch of verses, because we can't call them precepts in the New Testament. So I pulled a bunch of verses from the New Testament of stuff that Jesus was saying, and I plan on matching it to law. But I have two questions though, for anybody that can answer these two questions. It's just kind of going because I don't know if that was Brother Gabriel that was just speaking, but he said Jesus was made flesh, like he's the word basically, that John 1. So my question is, well, two questions. Is Jesus law, or is he in the law? And then the second question is I really just kind of want my question answered. Like, was what Jesus told the young man to sell all that he had, was that law?
So
Before you get there, brother, let me read Brother Yehoshua question. He says Jesus is some BS. I just stopped trying to win over these idolatrous, stupid fools. Is what I call them, and they're everywhere. Okay, then I just want to read this quote. Proverbs 18:2. A senseless man feels no need of wisdom, for he is rather led by folly. Okay, that's Brother Gabriel. You can answer Sister LaToya question, and you can address Brother Yoshua if you choose to. You got the flow.
right. You said is Christ the Word made flesh, or you said is he the law, or did he come from the law? Right. That's what you're asking, right?
Yeah, like, because Deuteronomy 18:19 says that Again, that's what we was basing it off of. It
Hmm.
says, and I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. So that prophet is going to be given the word from the creator, right? But you're telling me that Jesus is the word. How can he be given the word if he is the word? That's what your code was speaking on last time when he's asked, how can you put the word in the word? And that question never
Right.
got
So
answered. I
okay,
want to run it
how can you put the word in the word? Right. All right. So
back.
first thing is, like I said, when Abraham was commanded to kill his son, when Abraham was commanded to kill his son, is that law?
But Abraham wasn't the prophet. He wasn't the one that was prophesied to be raised up.
Right. Well, but that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking because you're saying that Christ. You said Christ is supposed to. You don't see where sell all you have is in the law, Con. So what I'm asking you is because there's nothing new under the sun, right? So when Abraham was told to kill his son, is that law?
No, that's not law. But what does
Okay.
that
So
have?
what principle? Because it's the principle. It's the principle. It's the principle about it. He was told to do that based upon his faith. The young man, this is the same situation, except this brother is not being asked to commit murder. He's being asked to sell what he has. So to say that the Most High would not tell somebody to do that, that to me would be adding to the law, because there's plenty of things throughout the scripture where people were told to do things, and and you or anybody else would go and say that's not lawful. And I can give another example of where a prophet is being told to do something that's unlawful. So I mean, if you're saying that that is what he's telling them to do is not in the law, so telling Abraham to murder his son, that's not in the law. It's the same. It's the principle of faith. That's
Is
why the brother walked off sorrowful, because he knew he was rich. He knew he had a whole lot.
is the principle law? Because
Yes,
again,
yes. Principles are principle. The word precept means principle. That is law. Yes, principles are law.
and what is a okay? So in
A
so
principle is a law.
so okay. So when I asked you, did the Creator ever command that Israel sell all that they have? What do you have to say about that? Did he tell them that or no?
No, he didn't tell Israel to sell all they had. This
Okay,
is an
okay.
individual. This is not Israel though. This is an
But
individual.
here's the thing. Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is Israel. He was telling them, I will raise up a prophet from among their brethren. That prophet is going to prophesy to Israel. And
Yes,
he should
that yes.
all listen, he should speak all that. Let me pull that up. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth. And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command thee. The creator is talking, he's talking about putting his words, his instructions into their mouth, right? Jesus, you just told me that Jesus said something that didn't come from the creator's mouth. So how can he
Okay.
be that prophet that was raised up? Because did Moses ever tell them or command? Was he telling them to do things and commanding them to do things that the creator didn't tell them to do?
The bill of divorce was not of the law. The bill of divorce was not of the Most High. The bill of divorce, yes. The most Moses came up with the bill of divorce. The Most High hates divorce, and he never instituted that.
So says, well, you're gonna go with the whole Adam and Eve, a man should cleave, they should be as one, right? And that's New
No,
Testament.
no,
He says
no,
that.
no. No, 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 ma'am. I'm not gonna go right there. I'm gonna go to where I'm gonna show you where the Most High hates divorce.
But even with, okay, here's the thing. Moses was given the law. He was given laws and commandments to give to Israel, right? Just like at first, the creator didn't want them to have a king, but he allowed them to have a king.
You
And he
said you
gave
said that you said the creator didn't want them to have a king.
yeah, the creator never wanted Israel to have a king, but they
Hmm.
wanted one.
Okay, so
So
hold on.
that's
Well,
why
let me go where I'm going first. You can finish. No, you can go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish. I'm about to mute till I get.
now I'm saying Moses gave a law on that. Moses gave a law on having a king. The creator didn't want them to have a king. That goes back to the permissive will. The creator
Mm.
permitted them to do that. But when it comes down to Jesus, because my question is, when did he ever speak to the creator? Like the first time I might be wrong, but the first time I could see him speaking to the creator was coming out of baptism, out of the water. And all the creator said was, my beloved, what he said, lo, behold, my son, my beloved son.
Yo, okay, I've been muted the whole time. That's why.
But I didn't see where he was giving him words or to command anything.
Hey,
Okay. All right.
did y'all
So,
go ahead? My bad.
yeah, we can hear you now, but we
Okay.
didn't hear anything you were saying. As if you were saying anything at any point, we did
Oh
not hear
man,
anything.
no, I figured that.
Right.
I
So,
figured that.
yeah. So, all right. Sis, would you agree that putting away is the same as divorce?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is the book of Malachi, chapter 15 and verse 16. Right. It says, and ye did not make one, and hold on, and did he not make one? He yet had he the residue of the spirit, and wherefore one, that he might seek a godly seed. Therefore, to take heed to your spirit, and let none deal treacherously against the wife of his youth. For the Lord, the God of Israel, saith, He hateth putting away. For one covereth violence with his garment, and saith the Lord of hosts, therefore take heed to your spirit that you deal not treacherously. Right. So the Most High hates divorce, and when that's why Christ quotes it. That's why they asked him that question. They asked him that question because that's what they were doing. But the Most High hates putting away. He hates divorce. That's why we have laws and the proper procedure when a man lays down with a woman, right? So we see Moses creating a bill of divorce. He created that. He didn't create that. It didn't say thou shalt create a bill of divorce in the name of the Lord. No, the Lord does not. He did not agree with the Most High. Did not simply institute divorce. And I just leave it like that.
So let me get
Can I
brother.
say something?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead, brother. I was gonna read off in the chat. Go ahead.
Oh no, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish what you about to say, Ken.
No, go ahead, because I don't want to interrupt your thought. This is chat. I can always go back to the chat. Go ahead, brother.
All right, yeah. I just want to throw in there. Okay, now and this is gonna be a big problem, right? Because now we done came to Luke, right? And we're still on this subject about the rich man, which a lot of it is speculation. You have to kind of speculate on it because I believe that Christ is a just man, and I believe that the reason he would tell this man to sell everything he has, maybe whatever the man had was unlawful. Maybe he was committing usury. We don't know. We're speculating, predicated upon what we know about this particular Messiah or this person, whatever. Now, what you're gonna have to do is you and whoever the brother is in the chat that said something about a stupid fool or whatnot, tell them to come up here and prove it to be stupid, but that's neither here nor there. But now, since you're gonna have to prove who the Messiah is, you're gonna have to prove that tonight. Because guess what? A lot of the historical account of all these things that happened to Christ is all throughout the so-called Old Testament. All throughout, even in Micah 5, which is not Hezekiah, by the way, right? We see him in Daniel, we see him in Isaiah, Ezekiel, all these prophecies that surround this particular Messiah that we see that falls upon Christ, which even made some of the so-called, the Pharisees believe, because they knew the prophecies, and they seen the prophecies matching this particular person or whatnot. How do you think the Messiah? How do you think we're going to identify who the Messiah is? Can you answer that question?
She dropped. Okay, she dropped. She probably gonna have to come back in. Let me read. Brother Isaiah say selling something is not going broke.
God.
But I want to ask a question, Brother Isaiah, until she come back in. Why would he even ask you to sell anything? What is that test about? Brother Isaiah or Brother Gabriel or Brother
Faith, faith,
Assh?
faith. Like I keep that's why I said
It's
that's
faith.
why right, because that's why I likened it unto the the situation we see with Abraham, because like the sister was saying, where is that in the law, or is that lawful? Where did he tell the children of Israel to sell all he has? Well, the Most High would not tell a man to commit murder on his son either.
Okay, but the question is, okay, here you say that was on faith, but isn't it faith to follow the law?
That's also faith.
Okay, so if I'm already following faith, then why do I need to sell to show you my faith if I'm already showing you my faith by following the law?
Because that's why I posted Proverbs 19:17.
Okay,
Because
let's go back. Hold on, let's get back to Proverbs
yeah,
19:17. Let me pull it back up.
right. And then I want to and I'm gonna address the brother
I'm just
18.
taking over till she come back.
You no, you good. I'm just saying I'm gonna address the brother Proverbs 18:2 in a second too.
Yeah, we
Okay,
want you anyway.
you don't want me. Proverbs
But
19
you
and
ain't no factor,
17.
man.
That he that has pity upon the poor lendeth unto the Lord. Now, let me ask you a question. How do you have pity upon the poor?
How do you have pity upon the
How
poor
do you
when you
have
see
pity upon the poor? Since you
when
want
you
me, brother
see
Assh, there you go. I'm
right right
I'm up now. How do you have
right
pity upon
well
the poor?
right you have pity on the poor by when you see someone in need you give.
Okay, so that's almost like
Or you can also free give. You don't have to, just because you see somebody, just because you see somebody, you don't have to see somebody poor in order to give to your people.
okay, perfect answer. But notice one thing you didn't say, sell. You say give. Because even I could go to the law of gleaning. You know what the law of gleaning is about, right?
Right. So let me also say this.
No, hold on. You know what the law of gleaning is about, right?
You shouldn't glean the corners of your field,
Okay, why?
because you was gonna leave something to freely give to the poor.
Okay, and then where do the poor also go at to be able to gain from those who already have? When you say you lend to the Lord, where do the poor also go at? The poor, the fatherless, the widows, and the strangers, and the Levites. Where do they go at to get from those who already have?
The temple.
No, they did not. They didn't go to no temple. Brother Assh, you want to answer that question? Where did the poor, the fatherless, the widows, the motherless, the strangers, the Levites, where did they go at to get to be able to gain from those who already had?
I believe it
Unmute
referring
yourself.
to
Oh,
the.
what's
Can
that?
you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Huh?
brother Assh, go ahead. Brother Marcus, shalom. Thank you for joining the panel. Brother Assh, where do you go? Where do you get where do the poor gain
Storehouses.
from? Where do the fatherless, the widows, the strangers and the Levites, where do they get they riches? I mean, they stuff from the rich or those who already have.
Storehouses.
They get it from the storehouse. So there is no law that tells you to sell. I don't have to sell anything for me to be able to test my faith.
Does the law tell you ever to sell anything and turn it into money?
No. That's the travel. That's the travel, because it says if the journey is too long, don't play with me on that one, because that's dealing with Passover, brother. That's to travel. But show me the law where it tells me, or the principle, what you were saying, that would show me tell me to be able to show that I got faith to follow somebody who spoke against the law, because the law tells me that I'm supposed to leave a corner to glean, and then if during the certain times I'm supposed to be able to stack that stuff in the storehouse. Show me the law where it tells me, because that's what the sister was asking. Show the law where it says to sell.
That brother,
everything.
the brother never ever claimed that what you're stating is a law. I never ever claimed that.
Okay, so if it's not a law, the sister asked a question, and then I'm gonna give it to Brother Marcus and Sister LaToya join back on the panel. I'm gonna let Brother Marcus say what he said. See what he gonna say when he came up. If that's not a law, then my question would be, why would Jesus say that?
Okay, now watch this.
Again, go ahead.
No, you good? Okay, go ahead.
All I'm gonna do is double down.
Hold on. Let me say this. Once when you finish, then Brother Marcus, you can step in, and then we're gonna give it back to Sister LaToya so she can finish up, because she had dropped. And then we'll push it back, and then we'll after Sister LaToya, we'll bring it back to Brother Assh. Go ahead, Brother Gabriel, and then we're gonna bring it to Brother Marcus.
No, like I said, man, it is the principle of faith. It's the principle of faith. You know what I'm saying? Again, so like, asking where does it say to sell in the law, sell all you have, is a loaded question, because just like I posed the question, where does it say in the law you can kill your son? Or that when we talk about that account with Abraham.
But hold on. There is a law that tells you could kill your son.
So, all right. So it says if your child, no, I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about the one where it says if your child is unruly.
Yes.
They're talking about an unruly child, right? Yes, so was Isaac an unruly child? Was Isaac? No, hold on. But was Isaac an unruly child?
Okay. Go ahead and answer your question. We're gonna let Brother Marcus answer it if he chooses to, or Sister LaToya. Go ahead. I'm just moderating. I was moderating until they come back. Until she come back. And now, Brother Marcus, you want to answer that question?
Well, I mean, okay, if you do it by the law, you have to bring that child before the council. You didn't just get to make that decision by yourself as the parent. If you actually, do it by the law, he had to be brought before. Everything that ever happened in Israel had to be brought before the people. Nothing was ever done behind, closed doors. Now, you ran your house behind closed doors, but as far as the law itself, far as governing amongst, Israel, that always went before a council. So it ain't like you can just actually, make the determination yourself, one way or the other. Now, you can give your opinion on it, but then you have to, as the way it was actually set up, but you had to present your case. That's where they got our modern day judge system from. They used it, from what we, what we've had in the past. You can kind of see Israel's earmarks all over, They just actually, they've, as usual, they've tainted it.
So the question, but hold on, Brother Marcus, he asked a question about Abraham was told to kill his child. He said that's not a law.
It's not.
Okay. You want to expound on it? I mean, you agree to expound, or
well, in that terms, it would have been a sacrifice, and the Most High never, he never authorized sacrifice one way or the damn other. So he ain't gonna have you to go and kill, your son. It's a fake story if you believe in Israel's laws. There's no way in the world that it actually, has any basis for any kind of truth. It's like you can see influences in Kemet. And that's a whole nother religion, That's, that's where a lot of that stuff actually comes from. We've combined, Muslim with, what we want to call Hebrew, and that's why our culture has been ripped from us. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying that's a
Kemet? Certain things.
So you saying that's a Kemet story?
Huh?
So you saying Abraham was told to kill Isaac is a Kemet story?
I'm almost certain of it.
Okay, Sister LaToya, what you say? What say you, Sister LaToya? Hey, shalom, Brother Isaiah. Thank you for joining the panel. What you say you, Sister LaToya?
I still don't get what Abraham. I get what he's saying. Like, You know, human sacrifice isn't law. You know, when the angel came and asked Abraham like to sacrifice Isaac, and it was a testament to faith, but it was faith to the Creator, not faith to Jesus.
Oh,
I
that's a
did
good point.
that. But the thing is though, Abraham knew law because of the whole order of Melchizedek, but that was before Israel. Like when you go to Deuteronomy 18:19, those are the laws and commandments that the Creator telling Moses to give to Israel. So at that point, you know, when you look at it, I asked a simple question: is what Jesus said law? You said no, it wasn't law. You said it was principle, but then you said principle is precept, a commandment. So if it is, then that's law. So then you're saying it is law, but then you said Jesus is the law. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think Abraham, the Creator, coming to Abraham in that situation got anything to do with that prophet, because Abraham wasn't the prophet they were talking about there that was going to be raised up. He was dead by then. So we're talking about out of the prophets that were going to be raised up, the Messiah, he has to basically speak all the words the Creator commands. He can't add on to or take away from. That's why I put Deuteronomy 4:2. And you told me he said something that wasn't in law, so that's Deuteronomy 4:2.
Okay. Brother Isaiah joined the panel. Brother Ash, you want Brother Isaiah to say something, or you want to go ahead and take your turn?
Can I interject while I wait on him?
Yeah, go ahead, Brother Gabriel.
Because I just wanted to bring out a scripture where this is what Christ says right here, right? And this is how we know everything that he spoke is by the Creator. It says, let me see what it says. Oh, where is that? Where does he say that at? Because he says he only speaks the things that the Father. All right, this is John chapter what 12:49. It says, "For I have not spoken of myself, but the Father which sent me and gave me commandment what I should say and what I should speak. And I know that His commandment is life everlasting. Whatsoever I speak, therefore, even as the Father said unto me, so I speak." So, with that being said, I think what people are looking for, or what you're looking for, is the same type of mirrored interaction that Moses had, but Christ is not Moses. He's more than Moses. That's why Moses said to defer to him, because it says he'd be raised up like him. The raised up like him means he would be a regular man, just like Moses was. Moses was a regular man, right? And everything that Moses was told, Moses was told, right? Just like Christ is told what to say. But you know what I'm saying? Moses, again, like I said, is not the same as Christ because Moses was only one half. Christ is a whole. So he is the high priest. So everything that came through by the word of the Most High came through his mouth. It didn't have to come. He wasn't split. He was one person. But everything that he said, everything that he's saying, he said the Father told him to say that. So if we're talking about Luke 18, where he's telling his brother to sell everything, it's the same principle of faith as Abraham. That's why I brought it up, because he's not telling his brother to sell everything to be broke. He's testing his brother's faith to know if he if he sold his possessions, that he would be blessed tenfold. And that's consistent throughout the scripture. If anybody, uh, I'll just leave it right there. I'll just leave it right there because I get
I just
long
want
winded.
I just want to say something. Now, a few minutes ago, when I brung up the story about the young man, and you asked me, you was like, just because he said he kept the law, does that mean he kept the law? Well, just because Jesus said he speak everything the Creator said, that don't mean he do. And you just came out your mouth and said that when he said sell everything that you have, the Creator didn't say that. So that contradicts what you first said when you said you was going to prove that everything that Jesus said was told to him by the Creator. You just said two different things. But either way it go, I got another one.
Okay, running back what I said now, because I clarify anything that you misunderstood that I said.
Well, you just when I brought up the story of the young man, and you
Hmm.
asked me, like you brought up the verse where he said that, because I said the young man might have been blessed. He said he kept law. He looked like he was blessed. You said, well, just because he said he kept law, that don't mean he kept law. Just because somebody say something, that don't mean they do it. My response is, you just gave me a verse where Jesus just said that he basically speak or do everything the Creator told him to do. Just because he said that, that's the same logic. That don't mean that's true, because you already admitted that when he told the young man to sell everything that because he said sell all that you have, not some of it,
Hmm.
not give to the poor. He said sell
Right.
all that you have. You said that
Right.
that was law. So how? So you just admitted that everything that he said didn't come from the Creator. But
You
that's
said that I
Deuteronomy
said
4.
that that was. You said that I said that was law, but basically, because I used the word principle, right?
No, it wasn't it. No. My thing
I'm just
is,
asking
just
because you
because,
said that I said that it wasn't. You said that I said that it wasn't law when I
no, no,
said that that's. Uh huh.
no, you asked me about the young man. You asked me, you was like, just because he said he was keeping law, does that mean he was
No,
keeping law? So
understood
I'm
that.
asking the
Yeah.
same thing I'm asking the same thing about Jesus. Just because you just pulled out a scripture in the New Testament where he said he do and say everything the Creator say and do, tell him to do, does that mean that's true? We already just
Okay.
proved that wasn't true, because you already said that when he told the young man to sell everything he got, that's not law. So we know now
Okay.
already that Jesus was saying things that wasn't law, and
Okay.
that's
So again, so all right. So let me ask you
Again,
this:
go ahead.
is divorce law created by the Creator?
Hold on, hold on. I got you right here, King. I got you right here. Now,
Uh huh.
this the problem.
Hold on, because y'all,
Oh
since
boy.
you
And
was, hold on, since you was finished, because I think you kind of wiggle into what she was saying. Are you finished, sis?
yeah. I got another scripture about with Jesus, because Brother Isaiah asked me to find other times, but yeah, I'm finished with that.
And then I'm gonna give it to
The-
brother Ash, and then we're
all
gonna come
right.
back to brother Marcus. Go ahead.
Shalom, brother Isaiah.
That's brother Marcus. I thought that was Isaiah. That's brother Marcus.
Salaki.
That's brother Marcus. Okay, so while you looking for that, sis, go ahead, brother Ash. What you got? And then we'll come back to sister Latoya, and then brother Marcus, and then we'll give it back to brother Gabriel. Go ahead, brother Ash.
Okay, boom. I think before you dropped off, I was making a point about the Luke 18 situation, because when you're dealing with Luke 18, you're going to deal with a lot of speculation, right? I think the brother Yaakov briefly heard me go over this, but this is where the problem lies. Is going to lie, because now with the man selling his stuff, right? In my speculation about that, I know that Christ is a just man. He teaches the law. He doesn't teach against the law. So another speculation could be that that man might have been committing usury, or that man might have gotten that money unjustly, right? Predicated upon what we know about but who I believe is the Messiah. Now, this is the problem right here. You're gonna have to explain what Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 4, who is that talking about?
I'm
Explain
at
that.
what was the last question? Who was he talking about? Deuteronomy 4 and what?
No, in the book of Isaiah chapter 42, right, in verse 4, really 1 through 4, but I'm harping on verse 4. Who is that talking about?
Israel,
Isaiah
Israel.
42 verse 1, verse 4.
Verse 1 through 4, but verse 4 is the key point that I'm harping on.
He shall not fail nor be discouraged till he have set judgment in the earth, and the owl shall wait for his law. That's Israel giving law to the Gentiles.
Yeah.
And if you take
Start at
that,
verse
you can
1.
take that with Isaiah,
Start at verse
verse 1.
1. Start at verse 1.
The vision of Isaiah the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupted. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why
Hear me,
shall you be strengthened anymore?
sis? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh no, it was 40, chapter 42,
Chapter 42, verse 1 through 4.
verse one
Oh,
through four. Come on.
could have been Simon. Oh,
Cause,
42.
one thing about it is y'all gonna have to prove the Messiah is. Y'all gonna have to prove that.
No, you ain't got to prove who the
I want to
Messiah
hear
is.
I want to answer tonight about who the Messiah is, because you have to have an antithesis. You can't just say something not is and then not come with antithesis. That doesn't make, that's not scholarly. Go ahead,
Absolutely. What is
go
it
ahead,
my
sis.
turn?
Go ahead, sis.
You next, brother Marcus. You next, brother Marcus.
Behold my servant whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him, and he shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. He shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. A bruised reed shall he not break, and the smoking flax shall he not quench. He shall bring forth judgment unto truth. He shall not fail, nor be discouraged, till he have set judgment in the earth, and the owls shall wait for his law. That's talking about Israel bringing. That's talking about them when they get back into the land, and the other nations are going to be trying to learn their ways and customs, and they're going to flow into the land to pray, and that's how they're going to be like the Gentiles. They're going to learn the way, like the Hebrew Israelites are going to turn back to the Creator. He's going to put His laws and commandments in their inner part, and they're going to be walking differently, and everybody's going to see them. It's going to be a sign upon them. That's what it's talking about. He shall not fail nor be discouraged till he have set judgment in the earth, and the owls shall wait for his return. The owls are going to be flowing with Gentiles. That's Israel. That's not Jesus. How do you know that's Jesus?
But I tell
Like,
you,
let me just tell you,
I tell
like,
you how we know it's Israel. Verse
go
2.
ahead, brother Marcus.
I can tell you how we know it. I can tell you how we know it's definitely Israel. Verse 2. And you can tell ISUP, ICUK, and all the others. Read verse 2. And then explain to me why you stand on the damn street corner hollering anything. It don't make sense. Those commands are for Israel. That's the Most High talking to his people. That's all it is. But getting back to you and actually, you know what I'm saying, you wanted some, you know what I'm saying, please, somebody go to Deuteronomy 34 and 10.
You want me to read it? Or
Yes, ma'am.
all right. And there arose not a prophet since of Israel like unto Moses, whom the Lord knew face
Can you
to
hear me?
face.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, because I
It,
went and done. Y'all not get off the hook that easy. No. Y'all gotta deal.
Where you go? Because anybody trying to get off the hook, I want all the smoke you can bring. We can go and
Talking
get
about
into it tonight.
bro. This is a prophecy. Biblical scholars agree that this is talking about a prophecy about the Messiah. Now here come
No,
you
brother. Biblical scholars ain't got nothing to do with what, you know what I'm saying, the Most High said.
again.
So we can
Again,
go ahead and put the
biblical
biblical
scholars
scholars
agree that
away.
this is a prophecy
This
about
is
the Messiah.
hold on, brother. Read verse 2 and tell me that's talking about Jesus. Read verse 2 and tell me that's talking about Jesus. Come on.
yeah, because he was all in the streets. He was
Come on.
everywhere.
Come on. Read verse 2 and tell me that's talking about Jesus. Ain't nobody trying to get off. I want you to tell me that's talking about Jesus. I don't want nothing but the truth. Come on with it. And then we can go to Deuteronomy 34 and 10. Because one thing we finna definitely get done is the Most High said Jesus
Brother
is not
Marcus.
his friend and he ain't got nothing to do with him. We finna get that done tonight. Come on. I got more verses. Let's get it.
So brother Assh and brother Gabriel, he challenged you on verse 2. What say you?
And if so, who is it? Who is the Messiah? Please explain that.
No, verse 2 is what I want you to explain. I ain't got nothing to do with all that. Verse 2 is not talking about no Messiah, and you know it. And you know it. Now you can take the biblical scholars and everybody else, and you absolutely know it. You absolutely know it. And then after we get done with that, let's go ahead and get around to Isaiah all together.
Isaiah never said
So,
nothing about
so
Jesus
hold on,
coming
hold
to
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
coming to this earth
Hold on,
twice.
hold on, hold on,
You
brother
can go
Marcus. Hold on,
stop that.
brother Marcus. Hold on, brother Marcus. Hold on. So, brother Ash, he telling you verse 2 in the scriptures you pull. He's telling you verse 2 is not Jesus. So, are you giving him that point, or are you going to argue the point and say that is Jesus?
Read Matthew 12 and 15. Or you want me to get it?
What that got to do with 42 and 2?
We got to answer 42 and 2 before we can move on. It's 42 and 2. He's telling you that's not Jesus. Are you going to concede that point to him, or are you going to argue that point? Because because brother Ash, you brought the post out. You told the sister to read the post. So brother Marcus has challenged you on verse 2. I believe Sister LaToya has said verse 2 as well. So are you conceding that point to them, or are you going to bring out to say that is Jesus?
I'm about to prove to this unlearned brother that this is talking about Messiah. Watch this.
Okay, go ahead. While you getting your point, let me read verse 2. Isaiah 42 and 2. He shall not cry nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the streets. Okay, so how would you defend and say that is Jesus? Brother Gabriel, you wants to come in and help the brother out?
Can you hear me?
No, he don't need no help. Oh yeah, he don't need no help. I'm let him address it.
Okay. No, because I'm just want to make sure we keep everything moving. Go ahead, brother Ash.
Yeah, you good.
Okay, all right, all praises. What you got, brother Ash? I mean, what you got? Brother Ash, you got the flow.
Listen up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
All right. Right. Okay. I'm gonna start at the book of Matthew, chapter 12. I'm gonna start at verse 18. I'm gonna start at verse 17. It says that it might be fulfilled.
Brother Ash, I don't know what's going on with your connection. You went out again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can somebody get the book of Matthew, chapter 12?
Matthew
You
12.
gonna read it out? You want me to read it for him?
Yeah.
I'll read
Go
it
ahead,
for him.
brother Gabriel. Go ahead and read it for him.
12 and what you want, bro?
Start at verse 17, okay?
All right. And it reads, for verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men desire to see those things which you see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear, and have not heard them.
You said Matthew 12 up?
Yeah, Matthew 12 and 17.
Oh, my bad. That
12,
was the
12.
wrong one. My bad, Slaki.
All right, shalom. Hold
Right
on,
there.
real
I got you.
Shalom, real quick. Shalom, brother Isaiah. Welcome to the panel. Go ahead, brother Gabriel.
It says Matthew 12, verse 17 says that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet Isaiah, spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, behold, my servant in whom I have chosen, my beloved, in whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my spirit upon him, and he shall show judgment to the Gentiles.
Right, keep reading, Ken. If you can hear me.
Verse 19. He shall not strive nor cry, neither shall any man hear his voice in the streets.
There you go.
A bruised reed shall he not break, a smoking flax shall he not quench,
Hold
till
on,
he
bro.
is sent forth judgment unto victory.
All that is
There you
just
go.
a remake.
There you
Wait a
go.
minute. Okay, there you go. Now,
There you go.
here's the problem. Here's your problem. Where did Jesus preach?
You tell me, brother.
In the streets. So
You tell me.
in the streets. I'm telling you where he did preach. So is he lying or is the book lying? Hello?
I don't know. I think he has a phone issue. Yeah.
Show me a verse that says that Jesus preached in the streets. I'll wait.
Hold on. So you telling me, so the Mount of Olives is where? So he rode the donkey through the streets is where?
Show a precept that proves your point. I'll wait.
Hold on.
Yeah, well, while we wait, I do want to jump back to Isaiah 42 real quick. Says, "Behold, my servant in whom I uphold, mine elect in whom my soul delighteth." Really, that is right there. That line right there, in whom my soul delighteth, that would be the dead giveaway that that's the Messiah right there, in whom my soul delighteth. I digress, though. I wait.
Doom, 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 doom.
And I also would like to point out too,
Bro,
we're talking about. I mean,
let me show
never
you.
mind, never mind.
Let me show you the verse where they walked out at, where he was walking. Matthew 4:18. You can pull it and you can read it. He was walking. He was walking in the streets by Galilee, brother.
Yeah, but like, yeah, you saying that, but right
No,
there,
no,
he did
no,
not do any. He
no,
didn't do
no,
any type of
No,
no,
preaching.
no,
He
brother,
hey,
didn't do
no,
any type
no,
of preaching,
no,
right
hey,
there,
stop,
sir.
okay, hey,
He didn't
no,
do
stop,
any
let
type
him
of
talk.
preaching.
Hey, give out,
stop,
hey,
He was
let him
walking by the
talk.
stop,
sea.
Let him, hey,
stop,
let him
stop,
talk.
stop,
Let him
stop,
talk.
stop, stop.
Let
I
him
want you
talk.
to read. I want you to read Matthew 4:18, 19, and 20. Go ahead, read.
Con, this is Matthew 4, verse 18. And Yahweh walking by the Sea of Galilee saw two brethren, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, casting nets into the sea, for they were fishers. And he said unto them, Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. And they straightway left their nets and followed him.
Now let me ask you a question.
Uh,
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
yeah, I
It
didn't say
said,
Bro,
anything. Didn't say
again,
anything.
hold
Wait, no,
on.
let him ask the question. Let him ask the question.
Let's go back to
Go ahead.
Isaiah 40. Let's go back to Isaiah 42 and 2. Let's go there. And what it
Hmm.
say?
Yeah, it says,
oh, so
Let's
you
read
gonna
what it, let's read what it actually says now. Let's
we're
read what
gonna,
it actually
yeah,
says. What it
oh,
says.
no, you put, oh, he got to change the point now. Okay, go on, go
That's
ahead.
them
no, no,
things.
wait, no, wait. No, we good, we good.
No,
It
because
says, I,
listen,
I,
hold on.
I,
Brother Marcus sat there and said, that's not Jesus. And he sat there and said, Jesus was preaching in the streets. Y'all say he was not preaching in the streets. Okay, well, fine. I'm gonna show you how.
I never said that.
What did you say?
you said, wait, time out.
I
Oh,
said,
go ahead.
hey, all I did was ask for a precept to prove it. That's all I did. The burden of proof on that is on you. Go ahead.
Okay,
Gone.
so now if Isaiah 42, let's grab Isaiah
I'm,
42 and 2
I'm,
again, brother.
I'm about to read it. I'm about to
Go
read
ahead.
it. It says, he shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street.
Now, what cry means? Is it mean like sound like a baby? What cry means?
Yell out.
I would say the same.
He's not going
I
to
would say the
yell.
same
He's
principle.
not going to yell. He's not going to cry out, nor
Preach.
lift
Preach.
up, or cause his voice to be heard in the streets.
Okay,
Now,
so all right, so and what you
whoa.
pulled,
Stop. Let me finish, and I'm gonna give you the flow, and then we're gonna give it. Give it to the sister LaToya. When it says or allow or his voice to be heard. Now, or means something different than lift
it
up
says
and cry.
nor, not or, nor,
Okay,
nor.
nor is something different from lifting up and crying. It's three things that it says that this person right here is not going to do. He's not going to cry.
Hmm.
He's not going to lift up his voice, nor his voice is not going to be heard in the streets. Now, I just gave you Matthew 4:18 through 20. And he
Hmm.
spoke to Peter and them. I mean, he spoke to Simon. He spoke to Simon and them and say, yeah, they were fishermen. He said, you a fisherman, come follow me. Is that not allowing his voice to be in the streets?
No, that is not the same context, sir. And
Okay,
I don't know why you would even pull that because that's
okay.
poor context.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Then I need you to give me the context of when somebody's voice is in the streets.
Brother, hold on.
No,
Can
so
y'all
wait,
hear me?
time out. Right. Yeah. We can hear you. Hold on, real quick before you jump in there, real quick. So you mean to tell me that Isaiah 42 and 2 is saying when it says nor cause his voice to be heard in the street, that's saying that this brother is not gonna talk to well,
When
this
he
is
was
saying
on
they're not talking.
when he was on Castlereagh Philippi, when he was on the mountain teaching his brothers and teaching the crowd with the two feet piece of fish and bread, whatever that was that not the streets?
It gives you the scenery. It's giving you the scenery
Is
of
that not
where this brother
a
is.
street?
No, right. No. So all right, let
That's
me
not
ask you
a
this.
street.
If I'm
That's
in
not
the,
no, no.
if I'm
That's
in
a
the,
yes or no. That's
I'm asking you.
mhm.
If I'm giving you the same principle. If I'm on the beach talking to a group of people, am I in the street?
If the beach,
Or if it says I'm by the sea talking to people from
if
off
the
a
if
boat,
the
am
if
I in the streets?
if the sea, watch this. It never said, because you got to remember, brother, they got a boat. A boat don't come on a beach. A boat has to have
A
a dock.
boat is cast off. A boat
A
has
boat
cast
has
off on the side.
a
I'm
boat
just
has
giving you a principle. I'm not. I'm
to,
just giving you a. I'm just giving you the same scene. I'm giving you the
a
same
boat,
scenario. I'm
right?
not
I
specifically
get
talking
what
about
you're
a
saying.
beach.
I get what you're saying, because a boat don't come on the beach, because it won't it have to, you have to push the boat back in. That's why it has a dock and a pier. So now when Jesus was walking down, he had to been on a pier, or he had to been on a dock, or he had to been on a street.
What makes you think that according to the time,
Show me
what
a beach.
makes you think?
I'm about to answer
What,
your question. I'm about to answer your question. You ain't even got to finish it. I'm about to answer your question. Show me a beach where a fisherman boat come next to, that you can holler and tell them,
okay,
hey, if you a
so
fisherman, come
this
follow me.
right.
Show me
So
a beach.
I never listen. When I brought up the term beach, I wasn't saying that Peter and them were on a beach. It says they were by the seaside. You can be by the seaside and not be on a beach,
Okay, so I
and not be on the beach.
you the one who
I
brought
just
up
said
a beach.
that.
Okay,
I said that because you made a reference to him being on a mountain talking to a group of people. So I
okay.
was saying, and you said
Because
that that is
if
the
you know,
streets.
because if you know the terrain at some areas, mountains, like let's take California for an example. If you ever been to California, California have mountains,
Can you
roads
hear me?
going through mountains. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you in a minute,
Yes.
brother Isaiah. Roads, you got roads going through what is called those big cedar trees, and those are what we call mountains. So roads do go in mountains. So when Jesus was on Caesarea Philippi mountain, he could have been on a road, because most roads, because if you go in some of them other countries, those mountains are roads. So let's not play games. So when Jesus was walking by the sea,
Boy,
now
boy,
he
boy.
was walking by the Sea of
Boy,
Galilee.
boy,
He was
boy.
walking by the Sea of Galilee.
He got to reach.
What is next to a sea? Is it a beach, or is it a road that you can ride a bike on, you can walk on, or you can ride a car on? Which one?
You got to prove that.
Uh,
I gotta
I'm
prove
about
it.
to say,
Yep.
what? Listen, what I'm about to say is this to that man. Like you're talking about times like they're now, like
He
things
was
were traditional, like now, bro. Like he's walk. It says what he was doing. Listen,
Hey, what?
it says what he's doing. He's walking by the sea, and you're trying to say that you're interpreting that. Your understanding would be, see, that's got to be a street because I don't know nowhere
no,
nobody
brother.
who can't walk by the. You just
Brother,
said that
listen,
it had to be a dock or.
listen. I'm not gonna get off into that.
Um,
Let's ask. I'm gonna ask you a simple question, and I'm gonna give it to Brother Isaiah, and then we're gonna push it back to Sister LaToya and Brother Marcus. Let me ask you a question. And this is a simple question. I'm gonna back up. What is consist of a street? What is consist of a street?
That's not relevant because that's not what it's talking about.
Now it's not relevant. Now it's not relevant.
It's
Now
not. It's not. I'm gonna
Let's
show you
read
why.
Isaiah
It's not.
42. Let's read Isaiah 42 again.
See, this the
Because see,
problem.
when
This the problem with
certain
lack
points I hit,
hermeneutics.
Brother Ash, when certain points I hit, Brother Ash always say something ain't relevant. Let me
Bruh.
read it again. He says, he shall not cry nor lift up his voice, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. Now, I asked the question, what is consist of a street? And he telling me, and he telling you that that's not relevant. But the verse says street. This is the verse that Brother Ash brings up. Now, when you bring up and ask him to bring up and define a particular word, he always tell you that's not relevant because that sticks him. Now I'm gonna
Can I
ask
explain why?
again, and then
Can I
I'm gonna
explain
give you
why?
Brother Isaiah. Brother, what I'm asking this for anybody on the panel. What is consist of a street?
That's not. It could be consistent of anything, but that's not relevant because that's not. What
Okay,
that's
Brother Ash say it's not relevant. What say you, Brother Marcus? What is consist of a street?
Well, the street would be outside amongst the people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's not going to be, you know what I'm saying, necessary. And in these times, you know what I'm saying, you may not have a paved road. So what would consider a street?
Prove that.
Prove that. Go look in the medieval times. All you got to do is go get a picture.
I don't have a
brother.
time machine.
It's a dirt
Bruh.
road or street.
Bruh,
It's
you
a
ain't
dirt
never
road
seen
or
a
street.
you ain't never seen a picture.
It's a dirt
Don't
road or
even answer
street.
that question. Let
It's
me
a dirt
guess.
road or
You don't
street.
have eyes either. My fault. But look, let's go to Matthew 5. Let's go to Matthew
These
5.
brothers, man.
And
No,
let's
we're
go to
gonna stay
Matthew
right
5 and go
here.
ahead and
No,
actually
no,
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 answer
hold on,
that
no,
hold
one
on, hold on,
already.
no,
hold on, hold on,
no,
hold on,
no.
brother
We're
Marcus.
gonna stay.
Brother
Can I
Marcus,
please?
just hold on, brother Marcus. Brother Isaiah, what does consist of a street?
Man,
I like all the answers so far.
Okay, brother Gabriel, what does consist of a street?
You want a definition?
You can give a definition, or you can give a definition if that's what you choose.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, Sister LaToya, what consists of a street?
Is it shut? Wait. It's like a wide open space.
It's a wide open space. Okay, brother Gabriel. Brother Gabriel, what consists of a street? Because I'm a precept that what she just said. I'm a precept that with a verse. Because brother Isaiah, you said precept upon precept, so I'm gonna give you the law. Brother Gabriel, what does consist of a street? And then we're going to pass it to brother Isaiah, and then we're going to pass it back to brother Marcus, and then brother LaToya, and then we're going to bring it back to brother Assh. But brother Assh, you was about to say something. I don't want to cut you off from what you about to say. Brother Gabriel, what does consist of a street?
okay, you asked me.
Let him bring it out real quick. I'm getting what you need. Calm down.
Okay, brother Assh, what you about to bring out?
Okay, bomb. since y'all struggling with this, you're supposed to be Old Testament only, but you didn't even know about this prophecy right here, right? Now watch this. It said, "Behold, my servant." It's not talking about Israel. It's not, right? It says, "Whom I uphold, mine elect, and whom my soul delighteth. I will put my spirit upon him, upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. He shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street." Now, listen. I know you weren't gonna be able to go and find a precept that says that Christ preached to the streets, but I know you weren't gonna be able to do that. But watch this. This is actually talking about Christ making himself humble and him not exalting himself. When you're going through the Hebrew. When you go into the Hebrew definition of the words here, is talking about Christ being humble. That's all it's talking about, King. That's why when he said, that's why I told the brother, I said, go in the New Testament and show me where Christ preached on the street there, because I knew y'all gonna harp on that, man.
Okay, I just want to do this, and I'm gonna give it to brother Isaiah. Then we're gonna pass it back to brother Marcus. Let me go to Proverbs, the first chapter, verse 20, and it says right here, Proverbs, the first chapter, verse 20. It says, "Wisdom cry." Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Don't do this. Don't do this. Not tonight. Not tonight. Don't do this. Okay, here we go. "Wisdom cries without. She uttereth her voice in the streets." Where's that talking about?
What's the Hebrew word?
You look it up. Proverbs 1 and 20. Look up the Hebrew word for streets.
I mean,
because that's the same streets right there. That's in Isaiah 42. So once you look it up, and once you come back and tell the panel what that word streets is. So while you're doing that, wisdom cries out into the streets. Her voice utters into the streets. Wisdom cries out and utters her voice into the streets. She crieth in the chief places of concourse, in the open. When she said there was a streets is an opening, she cried. She opened in the openings of the gates in the city of. She uttered her words. She uttered her words in an open space. Brother Isaiah, go ahead. What you got? I just precept what Sister LaToya gave the definition on. Brother Isaiah, go ahead and say what you're gonna say. Then we're gonna bounce it back to Brother Marcus. Then we're gonna give it to Sister LaToya. What you got? Until brother Assh comes
All
up
right,
with the
for me. All right, for me in that verse, he's talking about the streets is talking about, like, you know, within his brotherhood, he shall not basically cry out, you know, outside of the brotherhood, like, you know what I'm saying, for others that's not of, you know, Israel. So as far as, you know, looking at that Hebrew word, that's about as far as I got it, you know, inside of that verse. Y'all got that?
I mean, go ahead, because we go go ahead, do what you got. Say what you gonna say.
Did y'all hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Right. So that's what the streets is like. You know what I'm saying? That is outside of this brotherhood. He's
Yo, can you
not
hear me?
concerned about those outside of his brotherhood. All right. He's gonna
That,
only be out here
that's a good
crying for the
answer.
lost sheep of the house of Israel. So y'all could do what y'all want to do as far as keep playing with semantics with that one word, man. But y'all still would not address us when we want to understand which y'all
Brother
are
Isaiah, look at
Messiah.
this. Look at this, Isaiah. Watch this. This is a completely different word, bro. This is a different word from the word cry in Isaiah 42, King. Two different words. Two different
Brother,
words. And that's it.
brother, listen, I know what them words
You
are.
ain't know that.
I want you to pull
You
it up
ain't know.
so you can give the
You ain't
definition,
know.
brother. Okay, then tell me what Isaiah 42, what the streets is in Isaiah 42 and 2. What is it? What is it? Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can
go
you hear me?
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. The word here in Proverbs 1 and 20, that word is Renan.
Go ahead, brother. What you got? What that word means? Go ahead, brother. What it mean?
Y'all know his mic be going in and out, man.
Okay.
So he probably
Sister LaToya,
talking.
that's fine. Sister LaToya, go ahead until he come back in. Sister LaToya, what you got?
I was gonna go to a completely different scripture. I didn't know if y'all was done with that. I just say this like he said we have to prove who is the Messiah. I'ma just be honest, like
No, hold that real quick. Hold that real quick. I'm gonna come back to you in just a second for you to make that point. Just hold that real quick. Brother Marcus, you got anything else left on streets?
Streets, the roads are public areas of a city or a town. That's a
Okay.
definition.
All right. Brother Assh, you back in for you can tell us what Isaiah 42 and 2 mean? What Isaiah 42 and 2 streets mean? What it means, Brother Assh?
Bro, you said the word cry first now. You said the word cry first. You said the word cry first. Those are two different words in crying. One means
Okay, that's
one
fine.
means
That's fine. Listen. I know what they mean, but if you say I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So let's take Isaiah 42 and 2, because that's where we hinge that. You told me Jesus didn't do that, right? You say we told you that
Never
can't
said
be
that.
Jesus, but you say that's Jesus, right? So now let's look at Isaiah 42 and 2, and then we're going to give it back. We're going to let Sister LaToya go ahead and bring out her other point. Isaiah 42 and 2, what that word streets mean, Brother Assh? Since you say that's Jesus.
I thought we looked at the word cry.
No. See how see family. They always do that.
The
They
problem.
shift
No, Ken,
everything. We talking about streets. What
If
do the
you-
word streets mean
It
in
doesn't-
Isaiah
it doesn't matter.
42 and 2?
Ken, you keep trying to force me these irrelevant points, Ken, man. Hold on.
It means coots. Coots. What is coots, Brother Assh? Since you love the Hebrew, since you love the Phoenician Hebrew Canaanite, what do the word coots means? That's Khoots. What do coots mean?
You do know the Canaanites and the Israelites put the same language, right?
Brother, I'm going off memory. What do coots mean? Khoots. What do coots mean? Since you love the Phoenician Hebrew. What do it mean, Brother Assh? Coots. Because see, a lot of people think I don't know the language.
Yo.
I don't know the language. What do coots
Can you-
mean? What do coots mean? Or
It
cocks.
just mean outside. It just mean outside. It just mean
Okay,
outside.
bam.
That's it.
What did Sister LaToya? What did you say? What do streets mean, Sister LaToya?
A broad space. But look, that prophecy also they ran it back in the New Testament. When you look up the Greek translation, it says broad, like broad and wide, like
So
in the
that's
broad
an
wide
open
space.
space.
Listen. You're
That's an
attacking.
open space. So
Yaakov,
was the Sea of Galilee?
this is a straw man argument.
Was the Sea of Galilee an open space?
This
Yes
is-
or no? Was it outside? Yes or no? Because that's the definition for Isaiah 42 and 2. It says his voice will not be heard. What it says? Coots. What is coots? Coots means what, brother Ash? Outside. What do coots mean? Huh? Outward.
Bro, that's a
What
mute
do
point.
coots mean?
That's a mute point, King. That is a mute point, bro. Let me explain let me explain what this brother doing right now, right?
What am I doing?
This brother is taking a washcloth and trying to wring every little bit of water out of it, bro. Because you're harping.
Brother Marcus,
Bro,
am I being unreasonable when I just define streets, brother Marcus? When he
but
brought
that's
that verse
not
up,
the
am I being unreasonable, brother Marcus?
No, because we got to figure out what a definition of street is before we can actually holler it's Jesus. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to do that. We want to holler it's irrelevant. But the word exists in both scriptures.
Go and find the scripture where it says Christ is in the streets. Guess what? You can do that even if you do that, it's certain words that, because you're thinking this as, okay, well, he shall not cry out, like cry aloud. You're thinking about that. No, that's not what it's talking about. That word cry here means to plead and beg for help. Okay?
No, it's the second part that has the cry out, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. That ain't got nothing to do with crying.
It says nor. You gotta understand.
Nor cause his voice to be heard in the street.
Right.
So
right.
What is the street, brother?
Bro, oh my God,
See,
bro.
That's what he's missing. He thinking that cry and thing is separate from in the streets. His voice is not going to be outside.
I'm not saying, if you let me think for myself, I can explain it. If you let me think for myself, I can explain it. Thank you.
And then when you say what you say, we're gonna give it to the sister LaToya.
Right.
It's something else. Go. We listen.
All right, bomb. Good. It's just basic English, right? You see that word nor. You see the word nor there, right? That word nor is combining cry and lift up. It says he would neither cry nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the streets. That's what it's talking about, okay? All this is saying is that whoever this is going to be humble and speaking in parables. That's what it's going into, okay?
Okay, so that's fine. You say that's
right.
fine.
So only the brotherhood could hear it.
Okay, so only the brotherhood can hear it. That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead, brother Marcus. What you say?
Don't say nothing like that. But first of all, let's get something understood. He ain't brought no judgment to nobody's Gentiles, and the only people you would be hollering at mostly on any time outside, you're gonna have a mixed multitude. Period. That's just the way that is. You're not gonna be outside with amongst just, you know what I'm saying, your particular people. That was when the nation was Israel was by themselves. That's not this case. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't the case of Jesus' time either. So y'all know y'all wrong, and y'all know y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even finna go through that. It's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your point don't make any sense. But here's the point. Behold my servant. Jesus ain't no servant. Jesus is supposed
He's supposed to be the word. But go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
The word can't be a servant.
Wait, time out, man.
Why your word can't serve your
be.
purpose, man? Y'all is
Yeah,
just real,
we can't play
devilish, man.
semantics like that because Moses was a
We
servant.
ain't got to play
He was a servant.
Hold on.
So what are you talking about? But let me say this too, though.
Let him finish it. Then hold on, because we got to give it back to
because I do want.
That's fine.
Salaki.
We got to give it back to Sister LaToya, but I'm gonna let y'all make y'all point. But go ahead, brother Marcus, you, and then brother Gabriel. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Jesus was never a servant. You know what I'm saying? If they one and the same, that's impossible. So you can go and stop that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If there's any kind of, you know what I'm saying, duality at all, that's impossible. So, you know what I'm saying? We can actually, you can holler semantics all you want, but you know what I'm saying? The word is there and it does not mean the same thing. Not if you're talking about a son of God. Stop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's talking about Israel. 1-4 is talking about Israel. And furthermore, Isaiah ain't ever said nothing about Jesus coming back twice. So this judgment to the Gentiles, he should have did that the first time he was here. Because you can't find a scripture in the book where Isaiah told you Jesus was coming back twice. Not a prophet in the Old Testament said anything about Jesus coming back twice. Everything he was supposed to be done, if they were prophesying about him, should have been done on his first visit. He didn't get it done. Period. Now, all y'all can actually holler about this, that, and the other, jump up and down on this, say what you want to say about that, but none of y'all can find a scripture where any prophet in the Old Testament told you about Jesus coming back to do anything twice, and I dare you to do it. Now you can tell me about dual
Not going for it.
prophecies
Hey,
and
All right,
all that
yeah,
right
not
there,
about to,
but we
hold on,
can
hold on,
actually,
hold
you know
on,
what I'm
yeah.
hold on,
saying, get
hold on, hold
into
on,
it. But you know what I'm
hold on.
saying? I want that work. And
Okay,
if you
so
go to Deuteronomy 34 and 10, it tells you that there was no better prophet ever in Israel than Moses. So Jesus been bumped down to the third ring. Getting back to you, brother, talking about Jesus was above Moses, not according to scripture. Not
Thus
according
said
to scripture.
Marcus.
And it says that the
Uh,
Most High actually knew Moses face to
okay,
face. So where
hold
was
on, hold on,
Jesus?
hold on. So Isaiah said,
okay.
"Thus says Marcus." So okay, so brother Isaiah, I mean not brother Isaiah, brother
But
Isaiah said, "Thus
before,
says Marcus." But no, I'm gonna get you. I'm about to bring you in, brother Gabriel, and then after brother Gabriel, then I want
because
Sister
I don't want to
Latoya.
lose this thought real quick, man. I just don't want to lose this thought real quick because I
No,
want to
that's
address what
what
the brother
I'm
Marco
about
was
to give it.
saying.
I'm about to give it to you, and then after when you make your thought, Sister Latoya got to bring in her next point. Go ahead. What you got, brother Gabriel?
What I was saying was in that verse where it says he should bring judgment to the Gentiles. Now you said that there was only Israel and Jerusalem at that time.
No.
If I heard you correctly,
No, I said the only time that ever
right?
Israel ever actually, you know what I'm saying, would actually been preaching to themselves was when Israel was by themselves.
Okay, so the Gentiles in the
Other
context,
than that, if you standing around in Jerusalem, remember when they got there, the nations are around them. They're not preaching to themselves by themselves, not out in amongst the public. That's impossible.
okay,
That's
so the
impossible.
judgment that was brought to the Gentiles, you said, the Gentiles in that context? Who are they?
Well, go to Genesis 2:10 through 2 through 5. Those are Gentiles. There's not no, you know what I'm saying,
Brother
in that
Ash say let him
context or
in.
anything else. We're gonna go
All
to the
right,
scriptures.
no, right, yeah, no, okay. So all I'm asking you is Gentiles in that scripture. Is you're
Is
saying
referring to Genesis
those are the
10,
other
2 through
nations,
5.
right? Those are the other nations, right? That's what you say,
No, Genesis
right?
10, 2 through
So
5. Specific
so
nations, specific
is
people.
has all right? Well, has Israel ever been considered Gentiles?
No, they have not.
All right. Well, let me hold on. I'm glad you said that because I got you right here. Hold on, hold on. I can get you a couple
Definitely
of. Hold on.
unlearned.
I already know it.
Because now, when you get through, I got a question for you. Because I already know where you're going, and then I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you right back to Isaiah and beat you
Where
up.
you
So come
going?
on.
Where you
So
going,
come on.
brother Marcus?
Come
Where
on.
you going?
Look,
Come on.
look,
Come on with it. I'm
look.
ready
Can I
for
just
this
say
tonight.
real
Where
quick?
he going, brother
I was
Marcus?
waiting
Beat
for
him
this
to it.
kind of thing. Let's
You know
get
where
it.
he going, brother Marcus. You know where he going. Where he going at then, brother?
Something
'Cause
Paul
I
done
don't even know
said,
if you
and then we're
believe in
gonna
the
actually
Bible.
we're gonna this something Paul done said, but don't worry about it. I'm gonna work him out too. We're
No,
gonna
no,
get
no.
down
You
to it.
don't. You
I
don't know.
guarantee you this is gonna
Don't
come
worry,
down to whether
sir.
we actually
Don't
follow the
worry,
most high's
sir.
words or we don't. Period.
The brother
Well,
And
Marcus
that's
don't even
that's
believe
that's
in the
well,
that's
Bible.
where we
Hey,
going.
hey, hey. Hold on. Just one
right.
at a time. One at a time, brother. One at a time, brother.
I got you. First of all, I wasn't gonna go to any New Testament scripture because that's all you want me to do is go to a New
Con,
Testament scripture.
con.
But I'm not gonna do that just because I know who I'm talking to.
All
Look,
right.
is this
Well,
the 78
I
story?
hope you don't go to the Old Testament because you know what I'm saying. If
All
you go
right.
past the
Okay, Sister
definition of
Latoya, you had said
Gentiles,
something.
we're
All
gonna
right.
have a problem.
Yeah.
Hold,
Look,
hold on.
is
Hold
this
on.
the
Go ahead, sis.
so I could be clear? Is this the 70 AD story? Like about
No,
Israel when they got spread out and they went into Rome, they became Gentiles and all that because they were estranged from like the culture. I'm just asking, is that where this going?
you said because
The whole
I
the whole
I
70
didn't hear what you.
story.
Yeah, no, I wasn't talking about. I wasn't gonna bring up no 70 AD story when it's talking about just because it's talking about the Gentiles. What I'm showing is that has been Israel before, even before 70 AD and all that good stuff. Israel has been among the Gentiles.
Being among the Gentiles ain't being Gentiles, brother. What you asked was, is it
Yeah,
ever
no,
considered
right.
Gentiles?
Yeah, right. So if the so okay, all right, right. So let me get Hosea 8 and 8. I'm gonna get Hosea 8 and 8, and I'm gonna get Lamentations real quick. Hosea 8 and 8, and you can sit there and I can kind of already know where you about to go with it. There. It says Israel is swallowed up. Now shall he be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. So if they are among the Gentiles,
They are not
they have
Gentiles.
assembled.
Being among something
Yes,
does
because
not make you that.
all right, so okay, you're an Israelite, huh?
Brother Gary, let me ask you a question on that, just
Right.
real quick.
Hold on, I got another one real quick.
Okay.
Hey,
Because
Ash
being
trying
a
to
being
Ash trying
being
to
a
get back in.
Okay.
I'm
Ash
gonna
trying
get
to get
brother
back
Ash.
in,
All
bro.
right.
I'm gonna get brother Ash.
Right. So this is right here. This is Lamentations.
Just real
This
quick.
is
I want
Lamentations.
hold on,
Uh
brother Gary. Hold on. I want Sister LaToya after this. I want Sister LaToya to put her second point on, and we can add the conversation to with her second point. All right.
okay.
I want to put her second point on
Go
the table.
ahead. Go ahead. Bring it out, sis.
We can all we then we want to add her second point into what we're already talking about. You want to bring that out right now, sis?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank y'all too for like having this conversation with me. But
All
all right,
praise to the Most High.
all right. I want to go to Luke 21:10. So this is Jesus basically prophesying. I would say he was speaking of things to come. Then said he unto them, and it's at verse 10, Luke 21. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and to prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. That's the verse I wanted to focus in on, Luke 21:12. He's telling them these things are going to happen before, because we know like the earthquakes in diverse places, nation against nation, that's prophesied in the Old Testament, right? And we know the New Testament repeats what the Old Testament said. But when he says at the end, for my name's sake, right? When did anything become about his namesake? Because that goes against Isaiah 66:4. Hold on, let me get it. That just goes against the creator anyway. That's disrespectful to him. But just to hear it from the prophet, Isaiah 66:4, I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not. Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. As you can see in the Old Testament, it was all about the Creator's namesake. When in law, because again, we're going back to Deuteronomy 4:2, did Jesus add unto it, take away from the law? Was that law, or was that spoken by any of the prophets, that Israel will go through anything for his name's sake? And when did it become about his name? I thought it was supposed to be about the creator's name. Remember, they hate the creator. They hate his word. That's why they ask for kings. That's why they ask for Jesus.
So that's on the table.
All right. So his namesake, his
And
Christ
just
is
real quick, just real
quoting.
quick, just
He's
real quick.
saying the same thing.
Hold on, just real quick. When he was preaching that, he was in the streets. Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, you know you square. You know you're a real lame for that one.
No,
Uh 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 but no, to
Definitely
answer that to
SpongeBob.
answer that just to answer that simply, because see, and that's why I pulled the John, that scripture in John, because Christ is, because y'all are people who don't subscribe to the New Testament, take him saying his namesake is him talking about himself. The Most High is speaking by his mouth, just no different than he spoke by Moses' mouth or Aaron's mouth or Joshua's mouth. That's no different. That is no different. But what I was gonna ask is in the what you were quoting in what it was Luke 21:10. Where is that in the Old Testament?
It's Isaiah 66:4 and through 66:5, really.
Okay. All right. And also that same thing is also spoken in the book of Second Ezra. Some of that same verbiage. I mean, so to me it seems pretty consistent. Like you said, what's in the New Testament got to be in the Old Testament. So I mean, it seems pretty consistent
But
to me.
I got a
Except for the
question
two
though.
names changed.
Go ahead, brother Marcus.
Except for the two names changed.
No, sir, there was no name change because he said my name's sake. Again, everyone's taking it as Jesus, quote unquote, saying for his name's sake. Only thing he's doing is repeating the same thing that the Most High said. The Most High said his name's sake. So he's saying nothing different. He's saying nothing
Really?
different.
Really?
Okay,
Now, I don't see what that's different. I don't
Okay.
see, because the
Go
Most High
on.
said to magnify His word above all His name. So I mean, I mean, I don't see the difference. I
You
mean, because when he says my name's sake, in Isaiah, is Isaiah talking about himself? Is Isaiah saying that about himself?
no, we talking about what the Most High is saying. It's saying that they'll say they gonna hate His name. What did that got to do with Jesus?
Right. So, like I just said it. I literally just said it.
What did you
I
just
want to go
say?
back to that he's only repeating what the Most High said to say. Let me. I'm just trying to get back to what sister.
No.
What that
Let's
was you?
go. To,
Hold
wait a minute.
on,
Let's go
sis.
to
Let me
Luke
go back to
21 and
where you was.
12.
Hold on, sis. Where you was reading that again? I just want to try.
hold on. Sister
Let
Latoya,
me just get the. I don't want the
pull back.
scripture she was reading from.
Okay, sis, pull. Tell him to put on scripture and let brother Marcus say what you're saying. Then go ahead, brother Gary. You got it.
Luke
Yeah,
21 and 12.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. I'm talking about the one in Isaiah that you pulled.
That's Isaiah
Oh,
66
I,
and 4. But these aren't the
yeah.
same things.
Okay. Go ahead.
Those are not the
All
same
right, yeah.
prophecies. Those aren't. That is Jesus is not repeating what's in Isaiah 66 and 4. That is not the same. Those aren't the same. No, no. Synagogues and into prisons and being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. That ain't got nothing to do with Isaiah 66 and 4. That's two completely different laws. They're two completely different statements. He ain't repeating nothing that he read.
Brother Ash, you in? I got you back up, brother Ash. I didn't see. I saw you what you saying in the back chat. I got you back in, brother Ash. Brother Isaiah, you on the
Con,
chat? You on the platform? Go ahead.
con.
Go ahead, brother Marcus. Go ahead, brother Marcus. Go ahead, sister Latoya.
When
Brother,
did
that is
when
not the
did
same two things. He is not repeating what he is seeing, what he read in Isaiah 66 and 4. There's no way in hell.
When the sister said my name's sake, she said my name's sake. Is that so? Has the Most High ever said things? But
Okay, so you're gonna take
when the
three
Most High, hold
words out
on,
of a whole sentence and say that he's repeating what God said? Is that what you serious? Is
no,
that where
so
you're going with it?
21, brother, 21 and 10 is a prophecy, right?
And it ain't
yeah.
got nothing to do with Isaiah
Right.
66 and
21 is
4.
a
Go ahead, sis.
okay. Well, so why you ain't say that? Why you ain't say that to the sisters? I mean,
I'm telling
because
you that. You trying to tell me he repeating what he read. He ain't repeating what he read. She made the point that
when
he
she's
wasn't repeating what he read. All you trying to
I'm
do
gonna
is
say
actually
this.
change it back to what he was. No. She
well,
made the
no,
point
listen.
originally
So
that he
the
was not
point I'm
repeating. He
making,
changed the
the
law.
points I'm making. All right. So the point I'm making is when it says this prophecy here, this prophecy. Is this prophecy anywhere else in the Old Testament? Let me just ask that.
No.
Okay, so let me read this real quick. All right, this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9, and verse let me see what I want to say. I'm gonna just start at one. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou me diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days when were before thee, even from the beginning.
Okay. Now, here's my
For
point
like
about that.
as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So is the times of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by his faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning.
Okay. And that doesn't say the same thing as Isaiah 66 and 4 either.
I know I didn't say it said the same thing as Isaiah 66 and 4. I said that's the same thing said in Luke 21 and 10.
Okay, but Luke
That's
21
what
and
I said.
10, it has nothing to do with the Old Testament, Isaiah 66 and 4. Where is it? Her point was it changed from Isaiah 66 and 4 to Luke 21 and
But that
12. That
doesn't.
was her point.
But it doesn't.
Brother, he is not repeating what's in Isaiah 66 and 4.
Okay, sis, brother, listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that this Luke 21, 10 through 12, I never agreed that it came from Luke 66. That's why I asked why I asked the
You
sister why
said
she
he was
pulled it.
repeating Isaiah
Because
66 and 4.
I said he's no what
Did
I see
anybody
I
else
jumped
hear him
maybe I
say that
jumped
he
in.
was repeating
I
Isaiah 66 and
listen,
4?
I didn't hear that.
I said I
You
said
I,
because but let me say this. Maybe I jumped in a little too early, but I never said that Luke 21 and 10 goes with that. I said for my name, what I was talking about was the for my name's sake part initially, but then I also asked, just like I just asked, was Luke 21 and 10 quoted in the Old Testament? That's what I asked.
And she
That
told
was my
you
initial question. She
originally
said,
that changed from Isaiah 66 and 4 to Luke 21 and 12. That was her point originally.
right.
That was her
So
point originally. That was
I
her
never
point.
okay, I never agreed with that point. I was intending to bring out exactly what I just read because that's what matches up. That's what lines up with what the Hamashiach is saying. That's what lines up.
We're not
That's
talking
why I
about the
brought that out.
Hamashiach. We're talking about Isaiah 66 and 4, the Most High.
She's talking about, she said,
I
okay,
got a
you know what?
hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
let me,
Let her let her explain what she was saying. Go ahead,
question.
sis.
How did Isaiah get that prophecy?
Ooh, that's a good question.
what you mean, how did he get it?
How did he get that prophecy?
How does, how does anybody get a prophecy?
From the Most High.
Was it not told to him from the Most High?
All right,
Like,
so the Most High told him, right? Now that's what I wanted you to say, because now so let me ask you this. How did Jesus get that prophecy?
thought that was the same. That's what you just asked.
No, I asked how did Isaiah get that prophecy. Now I'm asking you, how
Uh,
did Jesus get that prophecy? Did he read it from the book,
get the
or
pro,
was it a
get the
prophecy
pro,
given to him?
get the prophecy of what Isaiah 20 Luke 21 and 10.
Yeah, how did he get that? Was that given to him from the Creator, or was he reading from Isaiah?
That he's not reading from. That's what I'm saying. He's not reading from. That doesn't. That's not in Isaiah. I don't see that as lining up with Isaiah. So I wouldn't agree that that's coming from Isaiah. But
I
but
told
like I
Oh,
said, okay,
Nah, y'all don't have. I mean,
So,
thank y'all, but
I got a question. I got a question. Let me tie in what Sister LaToya was saying from the beginning till now. About the rich man. Jesus said, "Follow him." Right? Correct? Yes or no? He told the
that's
rich
right.
man, "Sell
Tom.
all you have and follow him." Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why would he be following Jesus?
Because he's the Messiah.
Because it goes back to your Deuteronomy 18 and 18.
Okay. Okay. So he's the prophet that is being raised up. Right? Now, let me ask you a question. If he's the prophet that is being raised up, when did the Creator tell Israel to follow that prophet?
Deuteronomy 18.
Deuteronomy 18 and 18.
I want you to
Isaiah
read.
42.
Gone.
Listen. I want you to read it, and I want you to read it, and I want it to say, I want you to follow him.
Mm-mm. Loaded.
Deuteronomy 18.
No. Read Deuteronomy 18 because that's also in that Deuteronomy 18:18 is also Deuteronomy 18:15. It's the same prophecy.
Okay.
So I want
All
you to
right.
show me in either one of those verses it says follow him.
Okay.
See, man. Oh, come on, bro.
Where it says and right. Well, I mean, it says and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak all I command, and I shall speak all I command him, and it shall come to pass, who will not hearken to my words, that he speak in my name, I will require it of him.
Okay,
Right.
So I mean, so to hearken. What? Hold on. Wait. Let me. No. Wait. Before you say something, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean to hearken? What does it mean to hearken?
Hearken, right? Hearken means to listen. Now, I'm glad you. No. I'm glad you brought that out. Hearken means to listen. So yes, he did tell them to listen to that prophet. But if you don't listen, he says, what will happen?
It'll be required of him.
What that mean?
That means it's gonna be on you. You gotta answer for that.
That means it's gonna be a judgment.
You gotta answer for that.
Okay.
You gotta just like every man in that day when every man goes before the judgment seat, everyone will have to give an account for his life.
Now
right?
I want you to show me the Creator telling the people that if you don't listen to Jesus, you're going to be judged or you're going to get put to death. I need you to show me that.
Listen. I didn't say put to death. It says I will require it of him.
It says that if you don't follow Jesus, hold on, brother. Show me where it says that if you don't follow Jesus, you're going to be judged.
It just said that. What you think? All right. So what does I will require it of him? What is that phrase? And I will require it of him.
Did you not just sat there and said when the sister asked the question that for my name's sake? And she told you those were two different names. She sat there and said, Brother Marcus said the same thing. And I think you was trying to say that they were the same names, correct? Or am I wrong?
Correct.
Okay.
I said, yeah, but because Christ only spoke what the Most High told him. Christ didn't. Those are not his words. That's the whole premise.
Can you show me? I hear where you're going at. So now, can you show me where it said from the Creator or even from Jesus' mouth that if you don't follow me, you're going to get put to death?
Genesis
did Yahweh Shah say, did he say that if you don't follow me, you will be put to death?
Or you will be judged.
Right. All right. I'll show you where he said that. I'll show you where he said it.
Bring it out.
Yeah, bring it out. Bring it out.
Cool. But why he grab that? What does that require? What does that require it of thee? What is that from your understanding?
That means you're going to get put to death. Because I can show you that.
All right. There go your answer. You just answered the same.
Hold on, brother. I just showed that last week with Joshua. Because in the book of Numbers, when Joshua was raised up, and the elder said that the Creator said that if you don't follow him, you will get put to death. Your soul will be required of thee. I just showed y'all that last week.
Joshua not just like Moses though.
Okay, regardless, if not listening to Joshua is going to get you judged, being put to death, then I need you to show me in that part where if I don't follow Jesus, I'm going to get put to death according to what Jesus say, or according to what an elder say.
What's a Messiah? What's a Messiah? Messiah is ain't we talking about saviors? We're talking about saviors.
Listen,
you don't follow the saviors.
Hey, brother Isaiah, can you find brother Isaiah? Can you look up real quick? Look up that.
I got you right.
Look up that scripture where it says. What it is?
Luke 19:27.
What it says?
But those my enemies, which were not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
Now, hold on. Hold on. Back up. Who that speaking?
You just asked.
No. I know I asked because I showed you, like I say in the book of Numbers, who was speaking about that? That was Moses telling the people, because Moses was not dead yet. Moses was telling the children of Israel that if you don't hearken to Joshua, it will be required of thee. Now, I'm telling you who spoke it in Numbers. Who's speaking that in Luke?
That's Christ speaking.
That's Christ speaking. Show me that's Christ speaking. Because see, this goes back
What
to
that was? Bring that back out. What it was?
this goes back to the sister whole point right here.
This is a straw man
sums up
argument.
this sums up what the sisters actually was saying from the beginning. She told y'all New Testament is not she told y'all New Testament is added. So now I want you to show me that what you just said that was Jesus.
That's her opinion.
Okay. This is the problem right here.
The New Testament is added on.
Assh, what scripture that was again?
That was Luke 19:27. But
this like Luke 19:27. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Right now, this is the problem. Okay, this is the problem because I think I heard the brother the brother Marcus earlier saying I think I don't want to misquote him, but I think he did say something about show him where the Messiah died and came back.
No, he said no. What he said was he said nobody. He said
hold on, let brother Marcus. Hold on, brother Marcus. Let brother Marcus address that because he right there. He ain't dropped yet. Brother Marcus, go ahead and address what the brother was trying to say. What you said. Go ahead.
No, what I said was no Old Testament prophet, not one, has ever said anything about Jesus dying and coming back to reign.
Oh, okay, Con. Well, and this is the disconnect because there is a Messiah and. You know, the sister agreed earlier that the Messiah is spoken about in Deuteronomy 18 also. So not only does this person have to line up with Deuteronomy 18, he also has to line up with Isaiah 25, Daniel 9, Jeremiah 30, and Micah 5, and a whole bunch of other scriptures that speaks about the Messiah.
Again, not one time did any Old Testament prophet talk about Jesus coming back twice. Now he's got to match up with it. Somebody's got to talk about him doing it twice.
Brother Mark, let me ask you a question.
Right. Well, I don't understand where you get the doing it twice from.
He died once. He's coming back. Did he get any of that stuff accomplished in Isaiah 9?
Let me ask you a question, Brother Marcus. Brother Marcus, let me ask you a question. So, are you saying that there's no whoever the Messiah is? Let's say it's not Jesus. Are you saying that there's no prophecy that says that the Messiah is coming to live and die, or die and live, whatever?
No. What I'm telling you is that, let me repeat myself because I know it might be hard, but let me go ahead and do it. Let me say it again. There is no Old Testament prophet who says anything about Jesus coming back and dying again and then coming back again. No Old Testament prophet prophesies about Jesus returning a second time. Does that make any sense? Is that, you know what I'm saying? Is that clear?
So there's two Messiahs.
Let me repeat myself. There is no Old Testament prophet that said anything about Jesus coming back twice. So that means if they were talking about him,
Messiah,
whoever, they never said anything about him coming back twice. He should have got it all done the first time he hit this motherfucker.
Is that what the Bible,
right? So let me
what the Bible saying? I got a precept right here. Who it is?
I got one too.
Go ahead, bring it out.
I got one. Right here. This is So let me start out with this. What is the second death,
brother? You keep wanting to ask questions. I'm telling you, show me a prophet that prophesied about Jesus coming back twice because they didn't do it.
He didn't come back twice. That's what I'm saying.
And watch this, Brother Marcus. Here's the problem. Here's the point. What they are doing, they are pulling a verse and saying, "Who is this? Why is it?"
No, I'm not saying that.
No.
I am.
See. So why is it that
I ain't got a time about who is this? What I want you to do is find a prophet that Jesus did.
Why does it not name him?
No, because these guys don't know. That's why. Because guess what, bro? Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
So
yeah, they just know they antichrist.
Watch this. See, you saying we don't know, but for some odd reason, hold on. Watch this. You saying we don't know, but for some odd reason, what Brother Mark is saying is very valid. Because you know why?
No, it's not.
Because,
well,
okay. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Give him a second.
Why do the Bible prophesy David coming back, but it don't say nothing about Jesus?
Because
so before we address
It
that
says David's
question.
righteous
Right,
branch. That's what it's saying.
It
right,
said what now?
right. So before,
It's not saying David. So you mean so? Oh, wait a minute. So David come back from the dead?
It's talking about
Somebody
the
right.
pull the
So, wait,
seed.
scripture.
wait,
Somebody
wait,
pull the
wait.
scripture.
Time out.
Somebody
Nah, I'm
pull
about
the
to.
scripture. Pull the scripture
I'm
and
about to
let's
pull a
see if
scripture.
let's see if it says
No,
David's
I'm
seed
about to.
or it says
Well, I'm gonna
David
tell
will
you.
come back. Pull it.
All right. Well, I'm right now. What I'm gonna pull is a scripture that shows you, that just as Christ died, it, he died and lived again. Right. We will all be doing. We will all do the same thing. Die and live again. So live twice, or whatever the case may be. All right. This is Ezra chapter what, 14 verse 34.
Mm-hmm.
And 35. Therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, you shall be kept alive, and after death you shall obtain mercy. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So just as
Beautiful.
Christ
That's
lived
beautiful.
one time
That's
and
beautiful.
died, so
That's beautiful.
the whole premise of what we're talking about here in the Messiah, the Son of God, is for us to save ourselves. It's the whole premise. It's the whole principle from the front to the end. We're to save ourselves by righteousness, to
So what?
applying ourselves to
So what?
righteousness.
So okay. So
Okay,
if
hold on. Now
go
now
ahead, brother
that
Marcus.
goes against
I
the
know you
Most
got.
High right here.
I know.
Isaiah 44 and what was that, 19 and 20? Because one of y'all, you know what I'm saying, you don't say nothing about saving yourself. So
He
Isaiah
don't.
44,
All right,
21 and 22.
I got you. Go ahead.
Isaiah 44, 21 and 22. That don't say nothing about the Most High. Don't say
Let me.
nothing about you saving yourself.
Right.
Read
So,
out.
all right. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Let me read what you said. 44 and 22.
44, 21 and 22.
Okay. All right. It says, I blotted out as a thicket cloud thy transgressions, as a cloud thy sins. Return unto me, for I have redeemed thee. Right. He's redeemed thee. Right. Let me see. I got you real quick.
Is that Jesus redeeming you, or is that
So,
the Creator?
so,
Is
And is
he?
he
Is
talking
you
to
being
um,
everybody?
redeemed
Is he
by
the
talking to
Jesus'
Most
name,
High,
Israel?
the
Is
Most
just
or
High.
is you
Israel?
Man, get
being
out of here.
redeemed by the
Yeah, right.
Creator's name?
So, all
All
right.
these
It says,
guys.
all right.
Which one?
So,
Is it in the
let me
streets
see. Let
or
me
is it
get
in the
one
house?
and two. Let me get this other one real
Hey,
quick. And I'm
why,
gonna
why
do
you looking for that,
Ezekiel.
King?
All right. So this is the book of Ezekiel. Let me make sure I got it real quick. 14. All right. So
Because you just sat there and say we have to save ourselves,
all
right?
right. Right. So the word of the Lord came again to me, saying, Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then I will stretch out my hand upon it, and will break the stab of the bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, saith the Lord. So you think we're not delivering our own souls by our righteousness? Yes, sir.
Not
Just because the
according to
Most High has
Isaiah
redeemed us.
44, 21 and
No,
22.
so, so then
Now,
either Isaiah lying or Ezekiel lying.
no,
Which
Well,
let,
that's
one?
the words of the Most High. Now, would you like to go to Deuteronomy 8 and 3 and see what we live by?
Every word that
hold on,
proceed out of the word of Most High mouth. I
hold on,
understand that,
Well,
brother.
Isaiah
But
44,
hold
21
on,
and
brother
22
Marcus,
proceeds out of the words of the Most High's mouth.
hold
So I
on,
guess
brother
he's
Marcus,
lying.
and so does Ezekiel. So does
hold
Ezekiel.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
on,
One says the
no,
Most
brother
High
Marcus,
is talking, though.
hold on. I don't
That's
want to
the
lose
only
this point.
problem.
Hold on, brother Marcus.
What?
I don't want to lose this point. I don't want to lose this point. Brother Gabriel, can you read that part where it talks about we redeem ourselves by our righteousness?
It says deliver. It says though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver, but their own souls by their righteousness, saith the Lord.
Now I'm gonna ask you a simple question: is our righteousness is like a filthy rag before the Creator?
Absolutely.
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh,
Because right here, I'm about to show you why. I'm gonna show you why I say that.
Come on,
Because right
man.
here, hold on,
It is.
Hold on. In Isaiah 51 and verse 7, it says, Hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law. Fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be ye
Psalms
afraid of
19
their
is 7, right?
revilings.
So Psalms 19 is 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, right?
And guess what? Guess what? The law is believing in Christ. That's the law too. You're breaking that one, King. How about that?
Believing in. So the law is believing.
Con.
So the law is believing in Christ, right?
That's part of the law. That's
Messiah.
Okay.
That's right.
So now, hold
Okay.
on.
First John 3 and 4.
Hold on, brother Marcus. I'm gonna give you the floor. I promise. I'm gonna ask a question. Brother Marcus asked a simple question. Show in the Bible where it says Jesus was coming back twice. Because if Jesus was coming back twice, let me finish it. I'm gonna give you the floor. I promise. The angel told Joseph, his name shall be called Jesus, right? Right? Correct, right?
Right.
Well, he said Emmanuel.
Okay, but see, y'all going up, but we don't subscribe to that name, though. Like, so that's not really a point. We don't subscribe to Jesus.
Hold on. In Matthew, the first chapter, let's scratch that name Jesus out and let's put the name Yahweh there. That's better for you.
Right, much better.
Okay. What does it mean?
So I don't know what Yahweh means because that's not even Phoenician Hebrew. But anyway,
okay.
His name shall be called Yahweh. Okay, because he shall save his people. That's what that verse says, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I'm gonna ask a question. So if his name is called Yahweh, why isn't Yahweh name mentioned in Torah?
It is.
Can you show it to me?
Yes. The word Joshua is literally a transliteration of the word Yahweh.
No. We're not talking about Joshua.
Con.
Whoa. We're not talking about Joshua that came after Moses. We talking about in prophecy. Why isn't Joshua or Yahweh name mentioned
I got it right here.
About the second coming? Go.
No, not. I ain't got nothing about no second coming right now. I don't know what we get. I don't know when we get this coming back twice. But let me read this real quick. Let's get
bring it out,
let's get second Ezra.
Brother Marcus, tell him about the second coming.
Guess what? We got y'all on the second coming, bro. They got to answer the question, King. They're gonna have to. We on trial, but they don't want to go on trial because they ain't got the answers, King. How about that?
Con. That's the fact of the matter. They just antichrist, but they don't have a Messiah.
Is Jesus coming back? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Brother Marcus asked y'all a specific question.
Hey, I won't answer it.
So you're saying coming back twice, right? He left once. He lived. It's a total different thing. He lived a life.
Stop the semantics. Was Jesus already?
No, that's not. What do you mean?
Was Jesus okay? Did Jesus come through a woman's vagina? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Did he? Was he born and was he raised among a man and a woman? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
He walked this earth already. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
He got his behind whooped, got thorns on his head, got his back split, and got a spear stuck in his side, and got nails in his hand and his feet on a cross. Yes or no?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He gave up the ghost. He was dead on that cross. Yes or no?
Yes.
Just like the volume said it would.
Okay. Now, Brother Marcus asked a simple question. The nigga's gone. Show when the nigga come back.
Okay, but guess what though? What you hold on? Wait. Before you answer that, Ash.
I got you.
What you just hold on? Wait. What you just explained.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, you're not, because what you just explained was one process, life and death, and then once he left, he only has to return one time. So this coming back twice. You just laid out everything from start to finish, and he's only going to return one time. He's only returning one time.
Once, but that means that he touched down twice. Because did he not come first time? Did he not?
No, he was born. Where did he leave? He was born, died, and he's going to return. What are you talking about?
Okay.
He didn't come back. He didn't come back twice. Come back from what twice?
What was the purpose for him coming through a vagina? What was the purpose for him coming through a vagina?
Thank you.
to
I
be
want to go
made
there.
like unto his brethren. Like,
Come
oh,
on.
Thank
well, let's
you.
go back to
Thank
Deuteronomy
you.
18.
Thank you.
Go back to
Thank you.
Deuteronomy 18. Go to
Look, guess what?
Deuteronomy
Wait,
18
no, hold
Guess
because
on,
what?
hold on.
What?
this ain't.
Bruh.
I'm answering right here.
Hold on.
He
You going
had to be born by a woman. He had to be
okay?
born
So
by a woman.
now
Simply,
he's born by a woman because you said Deuteronomy 18:18. So now we going back to what the
Not only
conversation
that.
was last week. Raise. I asked that same question because if you're gonna go back for him coming through a woman's vagina, and now you saying you got to be raised, brother. Who raised them?
Who said that? Listen, again, brother. We don't subscribe to your
Okay,
false
I'm asking. The Bible says. The
ritual
Bible
about
so
being
says.
raised
it
up.
says, it
Analogies.
says,
The Bible says there will be a prophet, and I will raise up. Right? I will raise up a prophet. Can you show me how Jesus was raised?
We don't subscribe to your
You ain't
ideology
got to.
about
so,
being
You
raised
don't
up.
so,
have to, brother.
okay. So
You don't have to.
what
You
is
don't
the,
have to.
right
Hold on,
up?
brother Gary.
I
Hold
get
on,
it.
brother Gary.
Go
Brother
ahead.
Ash.
Okay.
Brother Ash. You don't have to subscribe how I put on my shoes and my pants and my shirt and my underwear. You don't have to subscribe how I do it. But I'm asking you, how did Jesus do it?
The Most High made him famous.
Brother Gary, go ahead. Because see, that's foolish. Go ahead, brother Gary.
All right. So the word raise right there. What does that word raise mean?
It's
Let
nothing to
brother
do
Are
with
you
Ash and
treating
brother.
ceremony.
that?
Hold on, brother Gary.
What I'm?
Hold on, brother Gary. Let brother Ash and brother Isaiah bring out what the word raise means. Because see, they try to tell me, oh, see, we got you now. What raise mean, brother Isaiah and brother Ash?
Man, we don't want to run over
It's,
your allotted time on here, man. So let you just answer
right.
the
You
brother
see,
question, man.
you see,
It's not a false ceremony. I know that.
you see, brother Gabriel. I'm giving them the opportunity to bring out, and I'm gonna give it back to brother Marcus. I'm giving
The
them the
word
opportunity
raised up.
to bring out that
The
word.
term.
We
The
having a
term.
decent conversation.
The,
What do the word raise me? Because if the man
bruh,
came through a
bruh.
woman's vagina, something had to raise him up.
Okay. Right. So what? Yeah. Just what does this term raise mean?
Oh my gosh.
Let's see how
They
it
don't even
What
goes.
does
want
the
to answer.
term
All
raise
it
Sister
mean?
means,
Latoya,
can,
you got
Because
you
all
think
it,
that
all
Sister
it, all
Latoya,
it
uh,
she didn't
means,
want to answer,
all
Sister
it
Brother
means,
Marcus, you
go
got
ahead.
all
something?
it.
Do you
Go
ask
Yeah.
the brother Ash
Yeah,
go
to
go to
ahead.
answer? He
Luke.
trying to
Go
answer
to
it.
Luke
Okay,
24
brother Ash,
46 and 7.
answer the question, brother Ash.
All it means that the Most High is going to raise or make sure that somebody has specific qualities or abilities. That's all it means, Cain. That's it. That's it. It's nothing more. It's not no ceremony about no priest or none of that. You're by saying that you're adding to the law, basically,
Raise,
to say that
I will
somebody
raise,
has
Con.
to be
I will
raised up
raise them up a
according to how you
prophet
say it.
among their brethren. So you telling me that means that this person gonna have specific qualities?
Yes.
So
Okay,
Yes. Yes.
hold on. What was the qualities that he's specifically supposed to have?
I would go with Isaiah
It
11.
doesn't say.
No, Isaiah. No,
Go to
Isaiah and
Isaiah 11.
11. Isaiah
Brother
11.
It
Ash,
doesn't
what
say.
is the specific qualities that he's supposed to have?
It doesn't say right there.
Besides the fruits of the spirit.
Okay, so now brother Gabriel want to go to Isaiah 11. Go to Isaiah 11. Let's go.
What?
Let's go. Pull it.
I just want to. I
Let's
want to
see.
deal.
Oh my
No, you
goodness.
asked the
He
question.
have
I'm
those
not.
qualities.
Listen. Listen. Before we get off topic, what I'm dealing with is the raised up part because I'm asking what does that mean? Because the word raised up right there. I'm asking you what that means. I hear what they're saying because I wasn't here
Raise
last
up.
week.
Raise
So
up. Raise that word. Raise up. It means to sustain oneself.
to sustain oneself.
Yeah, it means
So it's
kun.
saying,
It
all
means
right. So
kun akan. It means kun akan. It means to sustain oneself. Now,
I will sustain one. All right. Okay.
hold on. Let me just explain this.
It's not
Then I
hard.
asked those brothers
hmm
last week because see, they wanted you talking about a second coming. Brother Marcus brought it out beautiful. Sister LaToya brought out different things that this man said that did not line up with Torah. Now I'm telling you, this man
That's not
came
true.
to a woman's vagina. Hold on. Sister LaToya brought out Deuteronomy 18:18 that Jesus do not fit that. That's why she brought up
That's not
Deuteronomy
true.
4:2. So now
Did not bring
raise
it
up
up.
means to sustain
Good.
oneself. In order to
Okay.
sustain oneself, something
hmm
has to be able to give it to you. In other words, if I go out there and sustain myself in the woods, I had to be taught that.
Oh.
If I sustain
Do
myself,
you?
yes, I have to be taught. I have to be taught, brother.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I
show
think
me.
if I
Hold on,
think you.
brother.
I
Hold
think
on,
you're a
brother.
man. I think you're a man of a competence.
Hold on,
If you were
brother.
stuck in the
Stop,
woods, you'd
stop,
find a way
stop,
to
stop,
survive.
stop, stop. If that's the truth,
Uh huh.
if somebody don't have to show me how to sustain myself in the woods, Jesus was born through a woman, correct?
Uh,
He was a child, correct?
yeah.
Okay. Who taught Jesus the law?
Wasn't he not raised up by his father,
So his
Joseph?
father, taught him how to sustain himself in the law. So now you're telling me that you could just go out in the woods and sustain yourself if you never lived in the woods before?
Sir, yes, yeah, yes, because you're going to, as a human with competence, you're going to first seek shelter, right? Does somebody have to teach you to seek shelter?
Brother Marcus, you've been in the military. Is that
Does
possible, Brother Marcus?
No, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him tell it.
so you don't think so you
No, I
think
ain't got nothing to do
it's
with
all
that.
right? Okay,
We didn't
right,
have
right,
people
right.
actually
Yeah.
die because they actually soldiers actually die because they get lost in the woods. Ain't no thing to it.
Listen, I mean, I appreciate that, and I get what you're alluding to, I guess. But what I'm saying is, because a brother gets lost in the woods and dies, that does not mean he does not know how to sustain himself because he got lost. That does not mean that. Because if a person
Okay,
gets,
well, what
there's
is it?
plenty of people.
Okay, brother, stop right
All
there.
right,
What does it mean then?
okay,
You told me what it
to
didn't mean.
sustain
Now tell me
oneself,
what it does mean.
I got it right here.
what to sustain oneself.
Abide,
No, no,
accomplish.
no. When you get lost in the woods and end up dying, what does it mean? You said it doesn't mean that you actually said it didn't mean that you
That
get
means you
sustained.
did.
So what
So
does it
okay,
mean?
so all right. Depends on why the brother died.
Well,
Okay.
okay,
That's
Brother
yeah,
simple.
Ashley,
right.
Brother
If
And
he
Ashley, he
got
got
Hold
the
on.
lost
definition.
and he
Brother
died in the
Ashley, he got
woods,
the
it was
definition.
because he didn't sustain his life. Why is that?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that he didn't. That's what I'm saying. If a
Brother
brother was
Gary,
in the woods, let me just
he
ask the
becomes
question real quick.
desperate.
If a
He
brother
becomes,
is in
okay,
the
go ahead, go ahead.
if a brother's in the woods and he gets lost, it how he dies determine how he was not able to sustain himself. Because I know if I get lost in the woods, I can sustain myself
Okay,
Okay.
but
without
you
being
become,
taught.
So wait
but
a
if
minute.
you, go ahead.
So what is the cause for him just dying then? Because it wasn't because he walked
That's
in the
what I just
woods.
asked you. I
No, yeah,
no,
but
that's what I
Bro,
asked you.
it's been too many.
I
It's
asked you
been
why
too
the
many.
brother. I asked you. Okay, but listen, what I'm saying is, all right. What I'm saying is, me, if I get lost in the woods, I can sustain myself. I don't know why those brothers died in the woods. If they starved to death, maybe they didn't eat nothing. If they died of thirst, they ain't had no water or something like that. I don't know how they died.
So, Brother Gary,
Oh,
let me
But
ask you
brother,
this.
that don't make any sense. If you die of dehydration, that's because you didn't know how to get water. If you die of starvation, that's because you didn't know how to hunt. That's causing not. That
yeah,
means that you didn't know how to sustain yourself.
So
What are
anybody,
you
all
talking
right. So
about?
what I
Brother
just
Gary,
said.
you
So
telling
what
me
I
what
initially.
you
What this
saying?
is what I'm
Hold
talking
on,
about, bro. Hold on. This is
go
what
ahead.
I'm talking about. Let me answer real quick. What I'm talking about is what he said. He said, "How can you sustain yourself if nobody teaches you?" I said that is incorrect. A person that is competent can figure out how to survive because people have done it. More people have done it than died.
Now, I want you. No,
No.
hold on, Brother Marcus. Hold on, Brother Marcus. Now, notice what you said. They could figure it out, right? So now you telling me that Jesus figured out the law?
No, 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 that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That we
Okay.
talking about something totally
So,
different.
okay, no, no, no.
You
Hold on,
said yeah, because you
Man,
said
Brother,
okay.
Brother Gary. We talking about raise up.
Mhm.
We
can we
talking
could
about
we
raise up,
Right.
brother.
can
You said to sustain oneself. You said to
Okay.
sustain oneself,
So
right?
who
You asked
taught
did he had
Jesus?
you said
You when I asked you who taught Jesus the law, you say he had parents, correct?
he did.
And his parents taught him the law, correct?
Yes, they raised him in the customs.
Okay. So if they raised him up in the customs, they said he will be raised up among his brethren. Where
Hmm.
was Jesus? Where was Jesus raised at with his brethren?
So
I know
once
where he going at. I know where
did
he
he
going
not
at.
live did he yeah, but did he not live amongst his brethren?
Yes, he did.
No, they went to
Yes, he
Egypt.
did. Oh,
No, he didn't live in
listen.
listen,
No,
no,
hold on.
wait.
Watch
He
this.
did
Watch
not
this.
live in Egypt
Watch
the
this.
whole
Watch
he
this.
didn't live in Egypt the whole duration. He
Okay.
didn't live
Okay,
in
So
so wait
Egypt
a
the whole
minute.
duration.
Watch this. You had Israelites in Egypt, dummy.
oh, you did?
Yeah, you did.
Israel
You
was in
did.
Egypt?
Yeah, you had Israelites in Egypt during that
You
time,
did?
King.
So wait a minute.
Oh,
You were
So
okay.
scattered
okay,
abroad. What you
can you
talking
prove
about, bro?
that?
That's what I'm
Man,
about to
bro,
say. Can you
listen,
prove it?
Yeah.
man,
Can you
listen.
prove that, or you
Yeah.
just
Yes,
telling me?
come on, bro. Be real.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
stop pausing and
No,
just
no, no,
come
no,
on,
no.
bro.
Watch this, brother Marcus.
Watch
Let's
this.
put.
Hold on. Now
Watch this,
let's be
brother.
real. Stop. You said be real. Now I'm gonna give you some real shit. They went to Egypt. The angel came to Joseph and told him, the people that were trying to kill you, they're gone. You can go back. What made the rest of Israel move back?
Why do you right? Why did the rest of Israel
What?
stay in Egypt?
What?
Hold on,
Why
say
didn't
one
the
more
That
rest
time.
of
wasn't the
If
Israel
point.
the
The
stay in
brother
Israel
So,
just
all
stayed
said
in
right.
that
Egypt,
So
the
that.
why did
Israelites
the
was
rest of
scattered
Yeah.
them
abroad
stay
at
in
the
Egypt?
time.
Why did the rest of them
Yeah.
stay
Cause
They
in
I
were.
tell
Egypt?
They.
you what, the last, cause we see this in modern times. If you try and kill me, we not gonna be neighbors usually. That usually is a deal breaker on us being neighbors. So what made the rest of Israel move back? When you try to
So
kill me,
What
when
when
you
that
the
try
what
to
that
time
kill
at
me,
the
said.
you know what I'm saying? That's
at the
usually a deal
time
breaker
at
on us
the
being neighbors. That's usually a deal
right.
breaker.
So
So
it.
what made the rest
So
of Israel
who
move
was
back?
trying to kill him?
Herod was trying to
Who
kill all the 2 year
was
olds and under. Do you not
he
remember
did
this?
kill? He did kill all the 2 year olds too and
And
under
Okay,
don't, well,
and when
obviously he didn't because Jesus left. You
it
think
did,
he was the
because
only
it's
one that got
because
away?
didn't
it did, Marcus.
uh
Watch this, Marcus. It did.
so
When Joseph, hold on. When Joseph came back, did Joseph stay among the Israelites or did he go among the foreign nations?
he went into Galilee.
And who was in Galilee?
Gentiles.
There were Gentiles and Israelites.
Okay,
No.
show
Why
me.
would
There
Israel
were
go back? You still haven't answered the question. Why would Israel go
so did
back
they
after being
not
killed? They
So
don't even do that
so
now.
okay so
hold
so
on, hold
all
on, hold
right
on,
so
hold on.
all right, let's explain that because
No,
during the time of Nehemiah.
let's
Okay,
walk
go
through it.
ahead.
Let's walk through it, brother Gary. Hold on. I'm gonna give you the flow. Let's walk through it. So back in Torah, when the 10 tribes got taken off their land from the Assyrians, correct? You agree with
Hmm.
that, right?
Right.
And
Yep.
did not
Hold on, wait a minute,
and
wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold
yeah,
on. Say it again. You said when they got taken off their land by
when
the
the 10
Assyrians?
tribes was taken from their land,
Okay, Khan, there you
Samaria,
go. I
Nazareth,
agree. I
okay,
agree. Yeah.
and the king of Assyria, Babylon, replaced the 10 tribes land with who?
Foreigners.
Okay, the foreigners are there. Now, when the 10 tribes escaped from Assyria, did they go back home?
Nope.
No.
They went to a land where where no man dwelt.
Okay, so now Solomon also gave the king of Tyre 20 cities in Nazareth and in Galilee. Y'all forgot about that story, right? So now,
No.
if I press forward,
Okay.
and when Jesus
Mhm.
went to Egypt, he came back, and when Joseph saw that Herod's son was in charge, he didn't stay there. He went into Galilee, Nazareth. So now you're telling me that because when did those foreigners ever move and left from out of the 10 tribes land?
Didn't according to
Okay.
Isaiah
So
9.
all right. So they didn't, right? So
According to Isaiah 9, they
you
didn't.
said right, right. So you said because we're still talking about raised up among his brethren, right? So did he not every year go to Jerusalem as supposed?
Okay.
No.
Yes, he did. He went to
No, it don't
Passover
say
every
that.
year.
It said he
That's
went
it.
when he was
It
12. It don't say nothing about he
it went
went
when he
every
was
year.
12.
Yeah, it
Okay,
says
it went when he was 12.
when he was of age. When he was of age, his
When he
mom
was
and
of
dad
age,
took him to
12. It don't say
Passover.
nothing about he went every year. It
They
don't say
sure
that.
don't. They
Oh,
do not.
okay. All right. So
That's
right. So you
that's an
wanted to say
assumption.
he
Now
went every year, right?
that goes back to Sister LaToya point. You add into what what
Oh
that
my goodness.
story saying. What that
All
story don't
right.
say.
So all right.
Don't say
So
that.
okay. So all right. I'm because it right. So all right. Man. Because
He was
you're gonna say that he didn't. You only saying he went when he was 12. That's the only time he went.
no. What
That's the
we're
only
saying,
time it says.
right, and what we're
No,
saying
that's the
is
only because it recorded that time specifically. But why would you think that he's not going to
okay.
the
Because you
Passover
were
every year?
getting killed before all the 2 year olds and under were being killed. Joseph
We're
got a
talking about
dream and told him he could go back. Why would he
Watch this,
think to
Marcus.
go
of
back every
Watch
age
year
this, Marcus.
before that?
Watch this, Marcus.
That
Where
doesn't
did
make
he find?
sense.
Where did he find his disciples at?
In Galilee,
by the water,
By the
by the
water of what?
seaside.
By the seaside of what?
Galilee,
And according
Okay.
to Isaiah, it says the Galilee of the nations. That was doing
The
the
Gentiles.
Gentiles.
Goddamn.
The Gentiles already done swallowed up the whole land, Nazareth, Galilee, and all that. That already belonged to the Gentiles. But when Joseph came, he fled to Nazareth and Galilee. So let's put my point on the side by being raised up among the elders. Let's just say he was raised up among his own brethren. Brother, how can you be raised up among Israelites if you among mixed people?
Because I ain't even.
You had, bro,
I
you had,
really don't.
bro,
I
bro,
really don't
bro.
want to answer that because it's really evident how you can do that. But
Okay, so
okay, you know,
if I live in a white neighborhood, like if I live in a mixed neighborhood, white and black, can I still keep the black culture like in the ghetto?
if
Bro,
you
bro,
choose to,
They ain't do,
it's
they
your
that's
ain't
a
give
house.
you
straw.
the
That's
gun
a
when you
straw.
did it.
That, bro, that is a straw man argument, King.
It's a straw man
All
argument.
right,
That's a straw man
Okay,
argument, King. You
okay,
know
watch
that
this.
you had Judites that was dwelling in Egypt, King.
Okay,
Since the time the Babylonians came and destroyed Judah, King.
that's
You know
fine.
that.
So when Jesus left
wait,
and went back to the land, why did the Israelites stay in Egypt then?
there were no
Brother,
the
there are
whole nation wasn't it. The whole nation wasn't left in Egypt.
No, no,
The
no,
whole
no.
nation
right.
wasn't there.
Listen to what I'm
There
saying.
were there were there
Listen
were
to what I
Jews
asked.
in Egypt.
Listen to what I
Right.
asked. Listen to what I asked. When Jesus left, when the angel told Joseph to go back home, why the other Israelites who was in Egypt did not go back to Jerusalem?
They didn't have to because that's where they lived.
Why would
What are
they?
you talking about?
Why
Okay,
Yeah,
would they?
they didn't have to.
so
Why,
now,
here go another straw man argument. Why would they?
no, it's not. No, it's not a straw man argument. You say you got the definition of raise up. What it means, brother Ash?
Pull it back up.
Because we're gonna go ahead and we
Yeah,
can go
why
ahead
why
and
you
No.
why why yeah, why you
It's
looking for
Latoya, you
that? I
got it?
wanted to say that
I got it right here.
the sister Latoya, she never precept that adding two, man. So whenever she get a
Sister
chance,
Latoya, he said
that's her
you never.
main topic.
He said you never precept Deuteronomy 4:2, Sister Latoya. And when you find the definition, brother, go ahead and pull up. What you got to say about that, Sister Latoya?
I got it right.
That's the same scripture I used last time. That's why I wanted to address it today, because last time you said it didn't make sense. And I just showed you that Jesus was adding on to or
He
taking
didn't.
away from the Bible.
No, he
Right,
didn't.
right. But I said you never precept. You found one thing and it's been 3 hours and I never heard another
Mm,
one.
Because let me tell you
all
what they
right.
doing,
Well,
right?
Why do you need it? Why you need a precept to go to?
no. Yeah.
Law.
Find that. Get that definition real quick.
Yeah,
But I
what the
do want to say
definition
this
mean, brother
though.
Ash?
What I'm saying is, so did Moses add divorce to the law, or did the
No,
Most High add that?
no, Moses didn't add. Moses never add anything to the law.
No, I got you
So
right here.
so
Quam.
who gave the bill? Who gave the bill of divorce? The Most High.
Okay. Yes, the Most High gave that.
I got you right here.
So
Quam.
Did he not
so
say?
if the Most High says
Did not
if the
Moses
Most High says he
did
hate
not
the
Moses
putting
say?
away,
No, no, no. Listen to what I'm about to ask. Did not Moses say the Most High allowed that because of the hardening of your heart?
no, it said Moses allowed that because of the hardness of your heart, not
Okay,
the
now,
Most High.
okay,
The Most High never said that.
let's put that on the side real quick. Give me the definition.
It's the word Quam.
Kwame, yeah, what it means?
Right, as
What
in
it
Quam
mean?
Nasharala. It's okay. It can be used, depending on the context, it can be used in these senses: to arise, we see, to become powerful, right? Or like I said, the Christ came on the scene. He was a young man. He was confounding the old, right? He started getting a reputation. It says to stand, endure, to persist. It says to confirm, to ratify, right? To raise oneself, rise up, right? It says to build. You see what I'm saying? These are just a couple of definitions predicated upon with the context of the scripture that you can use this word Quam.
Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you a question. When did Jesus rise?
Oh my goodness, King.
30 years old.
He rose when he was young, King.
30 years old.
No, it's not
He had
30 years
already
old,
been,
King.
but
No, he was already
well, that's
rose
when he
young.
started. That's when he started his ministry.
Okay,
Well,
that's fine.
That's when
That's
he
fine.
started.
He rose when he was young. That's what you're saying, right?
right.
Okay. Who rose him?
The Bible doesn't say.
The Most
We
High.
know that the Most High
Oh,
did though.
The Most High.
Right.
so
If,
so
yeah.
so
If we
so
can
so
allude.
hold on,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
brother. Y'all saying he's like Moses, but the Bible shows you who raised Moses. But why the Bible hiding who raised Jesus?
Who raised Moses?
It didn't.
Who raised
The
Moses?
Most High.
Right.
No, the Most High did not raise Moses.
He raised them up. Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
He did raise them
The
up.
Most High didn't raise
No,
Moses
no.
up.
You see,
Listen to what I'm
Huh?
saying. Listen to what I'm asking.
Goodness.
yeah.
Y'all trying to play the semantic game, but I'm gonna be
We learn from
specific.
the
No.
best.
Pharaoh
We learn
sister,
from the
I'm,
best.
Pharaoh
I'm gonna be
mother, in the
I'm
house
gonna
of
be
Pharaoh.
specific. Thank you. The house of Pharaoh raised up Moses, and who raised Moses in the house of Pharaoh?
Oh man.
Who
Crazy.
raised Moses in the house of Pharaoh?
I mean,
Go ahead, man.
if you're speaking from a
Moses'
physical
mother.
sense,
Moses'
the
mother
mother,
raised him.
right? The
Moses'
women,
mother
right?
raised him in the house of Pharaoh. So what I'm asking is this: when you saying raise up, even if I'm talking about a child, I'm showing you who raised Moses up. Moses' mother was right there with his sister. That means Moses' mother in the house of Pharaoh was teaching Moses who he was and his purpose and his cause. Okay. Now you're going to say the same thing happened with Jesus, that Joseph and Mary was raising up Jesus, right? But Moses, here's the point. Here's the point. Moses was told to take Aaron to speak for him. Why did the Creator use Aaron to speak for Moses when Moses was raised up in
Because
Pharaoh's house?
because the that has nothing to do with Pharaoh, but um because and
I never
because
said
the
that. I just
Moses
asked
was
you a
only
specific question. I asked
Moses was only I'm telling you, Moses was only a shadow of things to come and not the very image of the things.
that's not my question. My question was, why did the Creator chose Aaron to speak for Moses and not Moses himself?
Did
Moses was
did
raised
not Moses
in
say did not
Moses.
Moses say that
Moses,
he's not eloquent with words?
he's
He's not a good speaker?
how can you not be a good speaker when you was raised by the same people?
That's what he
He
said.
said it. I ain't said it. Yeah, he said it.
Show me where Moses said he was not eloquent. Don't go to Acts. Show me where Moses said he was not eloquent in
Acts.
Egyptian language.
Acts, I thought you were talking about Exodus.
Show me in Exodus where Moses said he's not eloquent in Egyptian language. It's funny
What
how a person can be raised
Egyptian
by somebody.
language? Like, what are we talking about Egyptian? Like, how does this tie to Egyptian language?
Who is Pharaoh?
Yeah, we're not even
What?
talking about Pharaoh though.
I'm trying to figure what the point is.
The point is this right here. Moses was raised up in the Egyptian house to speak to the Egyptians when that was his purpose, to bring the Israelites out, because he already had a relationship with the Egyptians. You see where I'm going at? That's like Moses. So when you talk about Jesus was like Moses, see, I'm bringing out the qualities of Moses. Show me where Jesus had a relationship with Herod or Herod's son or
Man,
Pilate.
That ain't got nothing to do
man,
with
bro,
what we're
that's a
talking about.
mute.
You and
That
you
is
know
a
that.
mute
Okay,
point,
okay,
man.
okay.
When did Joshua
What
have a
does it
relationship?
mean to be? Hold on. What does it mean to be like Moses?
I said I said he's better than Moses.
I ain't asked you that. I asked you what the verse says. I will raise someone. I will raise up a prophet like unto Moses. What like unto Moses mean?
Mhm.
Like
A
Moses.
deliverer, a deliverer,
Okay,
Like
show me
someone
who.
who's going to
Show me
deliver.
who. Whoa. See now.
Okay, I got you. I got you
Hold on.
right here. I got you right here. It says
Show
raise
me.
up a prophet. I
Show
got
me.
you right here.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you have that. Show me where Jesus was a deliverer.
What? Cain. Oh my goodness.
Show me
Oh
how
my,
Jesus delivered his people.
oh my goodness, bro.
Don't come back. Don't.
that's
Because
a
see, brother,
future
it's going back. Hold on.
prophecy.
Now you're going back to what Brother Marcus
Right.
asked you.
Well, talking
That's
about
a.
See, look,
wait.
Brother
Let me
Marcus,
wait.
he went
Right.
back to
Let me
you.
go. Let me go
I got
back
brother
to. Let
Marcus
me
right here.
let's.
I got brother Marcus
Well,
right here.
hold
I'm
on,
waiting on him.
hold on.
No, you ain't
Wait.
waiting
I
on
got
me.
this.
I know
I
you're
got this.
not.
Hold on.
I know
I
you're
got this
not.
scripture right here. You said show where Moses said that. You said show where Moses said that. Right. You said show where Moses said that. He said that right
Well, you,
here
I mean, you
in what
laughing, but
And Moses said what?
Exodus chapter
Show
4
me Moses. Show me Moses
says
said what? Hold on, brother Gary. Show me Moses said what? What are you talking about?
you said show where Moses said that he wasn't of eloquent speech.
Yeah, show me where Moses said he was not eloquent in the Egyptian language.
No, I didn't see. That's not what I said. You're throwing
Okay,
Egyptian language. I'm
okay.
saying he's talking to the Most High. He's talking to the Most High and said that he's not. You said, well, why does he have to have Aaron speak? Why does he? Why didn't he just? Why didn't Moses just speak? And Moses
So,
said because he wasn't of good
so
language. Either he wasn't of. I'm just telling you what it says. Now I'm gonna
go
read
ahead,
it from. I'm gonna let me
go
read
ahead
what it
read
says.
it. Go ahead and read it.
All right. This is the book of Exodus chapter 4 and verse 10. And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither hereto nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. And the Lord said unto him, who hath made man's mouth, or who maketh the dumb or deaf or the seeing or the blind? Have not I the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with thee with thy mouth,
Now
and
I'm gonna ask you. I'm
teach
gonna ask you.
thee what thou shalt say.
Right,
And he
right.
said, O Lord, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send. And the anger
Now,
of the Lord was kindled against
hold on.
Moses, and he said, Is not
We get
Aaron
it,
thy
brother. We
Levite
get
thy
it. We
brother?
get it. We get it. We get it. We get it. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
So he was telling. He told the
Stab him.
creator. He told creator. He was telling. He was telling the angel right there that he was not eloquent in language itself, or he was not eloquent in what?
So what he says, I am not eloquent. I am of slow of speech and of a slow tongue.
Okay. So I'm
What
sorry
does
about
that
that.
mean?
What does that? What does that mean? Well, you tell me. You pull a
Yeah.
verse. You pull a verse. You tell
Yeah.
me.
Well, yeah, I bet. I bet. Yeah, I bet. So what yeah, so obvious
Because the angel was telling him to do what? The angel was telling him to do what?
oh,
Go speak
man.
to Pharaoh.
Hold on.
That's what it says. To
My
speak
bad.
to Pharaoh.
It kind of went out.
The angel was telling him to do what?
They go speak to the Pharaoh. Thus saith the Lord.
Okay. So to go speak to Pharaoh, that's why he was slow in speech.
no, he was telling
So
Moses to go speak to the people, but Moses was not a good speaker. That's all that's talking about.
Okay. So
Gone.
so now let me go back to my point, and we're going to kind of close it out because I got to go.
Got to run.
Yeah, I got to go to the hospital.
Okay, gone,
Um,
gone, gone.
so
everything I
you telling me that Jesus was like Moses because of what?
I'm telling you, Jesus,
mm,
how was shy
I said,
was like unto Moses, even spiritually, when he came when he was born the first time, right? He was delivering people from all kind of sicknesses and illnesses and doing all kind of healing. Now when he come back, when he come back, brother Marcus, you listening? When he come back, then he's gonna fulfill Zechariah 13. He's gonna bring the people back to the wilderness, right? Put up on the rod. He's gonna plead with them.
So that's Jesus in
That,
Zechariah
that's the
with the
Messiah,
rod.
right? That's the Messiah.
Okay, that's
That's the
Jesus.
Messiah.
Okay, go ahead,
Right.
finish your thought up, and then we're going
Now
to
go
pass
ahead.
it to brother Isaiah. Then we're going to pass it to brother Gary. Then we're going to pass it to sister LaToya. Go ahead, finish your
Go ahead,
thought.
brother Isaiah. Come on, go ahead, brother Isaiah. Because I mean, hold on, one more thing. Now, this is the kicker. We keep playing these circle games, right? I ain't gonna be long with it. But we keep playing these circle games, bro. Right? Now, and we know that every prophecy that's in the so-called Old Testament matches this person who we say the Messiah is. Just being honest with you, King. Go ahead, Isaiah. They
All
can't say
right.
who
I
the
mean,
Messiah is.
all the way around, man. He was raised in Egypt. By y'all own words, he was raised in Egypt. I mean, I digress, man. Really, to tell you the truth, because it's just a battle of, the Antichrist against, the believers of the Hamashiach, man. Y'all don't have a Messiah. Y'all, like I asked the sister LaToya to bring forth, precept upon precept, just like Isaiah said. Whenever you going to prove your cause, or when you're trying to teach this word, you need to come precept upon precept. You can't just bring one false analogy and then try to add your extra T to whatever,
Con.
and what I'm saying, and not go and bring another one. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? But I digress, man. If y'all ain't gonna believe, what I mean, y'all just ain't gonna believe, and we got a book of life that what I'm saying, we're trying to make sure that we fulfill, as far as waking up the prophets and the the seeds of Israel that is receptive to the word. We was hoping that we could maybe fish in some of y'all. That's our cause. You see what I'm saying? So um I digress, man. But all the way around, he's like Moses. You know what I'm saying?
Especially in Isaiah 53, chapter 53. Now, I'm curious to know who that is in Isaiah 53. I'm curious to know who that is.
Okay, brother Gabriel, you got the flow. Last words. Go ahead, and then we're gonna give it to Sister LaToya.
Um, well, first and foremost, all praise to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It's a good
Con.
dialogue. It's always good. It's always good. It's always good for brethren to get together. Even though we don't agree on this topic just now. But um, just with the understanding that the Most High given me that Yahweh Shai he serves both as the high priest and the king. So just as in the Old Testament, Moses was only a shadow of things to come and not the very image of the things, like I said earlier. So we get I know there'll be another day where we address topics concerning or whatever. Whenever Sister Latoya, if you want to ever just kind of go through scriptures again, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, brother Marcus. I don't, it don't really matter to me, you know what I'm saying?
All praises.
But it's all for we just trying to, what I'm saying, just trying to get the truth of the matter, right?
Right. Lord willing, sister, you come to the right side, the light side, not the dark side. Lord
Um,
willing.
You got it,
I
sister.
just want, all right. I just want to say this. But I got two scriptures. I just want to clear this. When I said Deuteronomy 18:19, would that be the Messiah? I also said I think those same laws applies to like Isaiah, Ezekiel, the prophets. Like they're gonna be likened to Moses. They're gonna be raised amongst their brothers. They're gonna have to speak the Creator's word when He put it in their mouth. I think that law that applies to them as well, not just the Messiah. But I just wanted to leave with this. I always use these scriptures, but I have set Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So if that's your cause, then all praises. And then Malachi 3:16. Then they that feared the Lord spake often to one another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Creator and that thought upon his name. So it's a good thing to be speaking on the Creator and thinking upon his name. That's a good thing. But his name
Con.
alone.
Con. Well, not con of that, but con.
I liked that scripture, but yeah, not that last part.
All praises.
Well, I mean, well, also, I mean, the Most High, everything is done on behalf of the Most High, so the Most High is glorified. So, yes, we do believe in Yahweh Shah the Messiah, but just to your point, everything is for the greater good of the Most High God, Yahweh,
Right.
or however
Right.
y'all say it.
Okay, family. This is we come to an end. We land in our planes for the night. We thank y'all for joining us. But I'm gonna leave you with this. When we talk about Torah versus New Testament is an added book. That's why when they found the book of what is called Torah, the New Testament was not even there. It was written later. That's number
But now
one.
it's
Number two, family. You say that's not true?
That's not sensible to say that.
Okay, so show me. Can you show where the New Testament was found with the Dead Sea
Okay,
Scrolls?
all I'm saying
That's a
is,
yes or no.
okay, all I'm saying is, that's all I'm saying is,
Can you
all these books,
find?
every book that you see in the Bible, right, are separate books. Okay, that's it. That's it.
Okay,
Separate books.
so family, when the New Testament was written later on, it's not a part of Torah, and I'm gonna prove the point that it's not part of Torah.
Duh.
The reason why it's not part of Torah is because Torah is law. The New
Right.
Testament is letters. And those letters was written by Paul and other people. Now, if you listen to, if you hearken unto the words that I'm saying, if they believe in the New Testament and you go through the letters of Acts and even Philippi, Corinth, and all those places are over there in the Middle East and etc. Israel never was over there, family. Israel is American Negro Indians, according to the definition of Eber. And the thing is that you cannot find Israel in
I
Eurasia.
agree.
So,
hold on, wait, hold on. Let me stop you right there, Ken. You did have some Ephraimites that was over there, but for the most part, the majority of the Northern Kingdom was not there. I do agree with you on that.
so family, no Israelite tribe was over in Eurasia. That's how you get the Eurasia the 10 tribes coming over here. Family, that's not true. Israel was always in the North America because the promised land is in North America. This is the old. This is the old world.
Oh,
Family.
that's easy work. That's easy work. There, Ken.
Family,
We
this
got
is
to talk about that.
Even though that's a whole nother topic, I
family.
have seen studies where they say that even with this side being Egypt and all of those cities, Philippi, all that still exists. Even when I've seen breakdowns like that, they still existed over here.
Family.
Hence Memphis. And I'm not trying to start nothing else because you're trying to get off the thing, and that's cool. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you. I'm just sharing what I've heard that breakdown as far as this being, you know, Israel
So,
versus, you know what I'm saying,
You
so
better not
the
ever
family.
get
normal
me with
judge.
that.
So family.
But
This is the point. This is the old world. This is the old world. The only
No, it's
reason
not.
why they call this is the new world is because family, they're listening to the Europeans that came here in the 16 to 1500s, then when they came to conquer, such as Cortez, Columbus, and etc. They call this the new world. They are following the mindset of you, they colonizing the oppressor, unless
No,
family, that's their seed line. So here's my breakdown to the whole thing.
brother,
Sister
that's ridiculous.
Latoya brought up Deuteronomy 4 and 2. Add and take away. She asked a simple question. Where does it say that you have to sell everything? Because he said to sell everything. They said it was a principle, family.
okay.
And if it was a principle simply means law. And when you have a law, I go back to Torah.
We don't follow
Torah
that.
will show me the power of the principle of being poor and how you're supposed to treat the poor. That's number one. Number two, the sister also brought up the point of okay, dealing with what the other point was Isaiah, because see they talking and they making me lose my point, and I think that's by design. But she brought out the point, and I'm just gonna say it like this. It was talking about raise up family. We went right back there again about raising up. You only could be raised up two ways, either by your family or by your elders.
That's not true.
You cannot be raised up no other way, family. Here's the point, family. Israel only raised their people up two ways: by their families or by their elders. There's no other way that Israel raised up their people. See, when we talking about raise up, we have to look at the culture. We can't look at opinion. We can't look at how America do it. But here's the thing, though. When I see raise up, when I go to the church, what the church do when they bring a preacher or they raising up a deacon? They put him before the church. They bring him right in front of the people. How about when a family have a new baby? What they do? They let the whole family know. The families that are close. They say, "Hey, I had a baby boy. I had a baby girl. This her name. This his name." They let the whole family know. How about when a president or a king is installed? It's right before the whole nation. Why is that, family? Because it to tell everybody who this child belongs to and where this child fit at inside of the family, where this person fit at within the society, and within side of purpose. But when you try to say that there's other ways of being raised up, but you can't name it, family, that lets you know right there you have a
We
problem.
named it. We definitely
You have-
named it.
Okay, give me the other name then, since you want to interrupt me. Besides
Okay.
family and elders, show me the other way that it was raised up.
Okay, that word raised up has nothing to do with that.
What raised up means then?
Again. All
It
it
means to
means.
self-sustain, right?
Okay.
That's yes or no. It means to self-sustain, right?
That's one definition. Yes, that's one
Okay,
of the definitions.
okay.
Predicated upon the context.
Let's take that definition, brother. Let's take that self-sustained definition.
No, we
Tell
can't
me,
do that.
brother. I'm okay. Then you pull up the definition and let's go. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes and let's go by each definition that you pull and let's see how those definitions fit Deuteronomy 18:18. Real quick, let's go. Pull it.
Brother, again.
Pull it. No. We ain't got nothing else to talk about. We don't have nothing else to talk about. Pull the definition, and I'm gonna give you 2 minutes real quick so we can go through each definition and let's see which definition fit Deuteronomy 18:18. Pull it. Let's go. Let's pull it. Come on, pull it.
This
Pull any of them.
We don't have nothing. We don't have nothing.
I mean, guess what? I mean,
need you
listen,
to pull it.
I got you, Ken, but this is
Okay.
ridiculous, man.
So now we
This is
talking. So
ridiculous.
one of the definitions, family, is to sustain oneself. To sustain oneself. Now, family, I'm gonna ask you a simple question. The definition came out when we was talking to Brother Gary, and Brother Marcus
that doesn't make sense.
Brother Marcus told brother, look, let me finish, okay? Then I'm gonna give you the flow. All right.
Go ahead.
Brother Marcus gave the definition. I mean the example, because Brother Marcus been in military. Brother Marcus traveled the world, and he told that you cannot self-sustain yourself unless you've been taught. Now, those who get caught in the wilderness and get lost, family, guess what happens with those people? They become survivals. They are now trying to survive to be able to get back to where they were. To get back into where they were, where they belong. That's called survival. That's survival, family. So now you telling me is that if Jesus was raised up to survive, to learn how to work, to learn how to teach the word, or did somebody teach him how to teach the word?
Every man shall live by the words of the Most High.
Who taught Jesus the words?
His community.
His community. So now, family, notice what they're saying, family. His community raised him up. Now, I gave Numbers 118. You see how this go? I gave Numbers 118. The community, everybody was brought towards the elders. I mean, the whole family, the whole nation was brought together, and they was raised up among their own families according to their pedigree. Now he's saying, now this brother just sat there and say the community did it. Now, family, I'm gonna ask one question. Now watch how this brother. Now watch how this brother stalled. Can you show me the community raising up Jesus?
Oh my goodness, man. This is while I'm getting the cane. That Numbers 1:18 has nothing to do.
Can you
with the
show
point
me?
Yeah. Let me show you, man. Let me show him.
Community raising up Jesus.
Right. Let's I'll bring that scripture out where he got left at the temple.
Luke chapter 2, verse 41. Right. It says, now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover. We see his parents keeping the Passover. It says, and when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. Right. And when they had fulfilled the days that they returned, the child Jesus tarried behind in Jerusalem. And Joseph and his mother knew not of it, right? But they, supposing him to have been in the company when a day's journey, and they sought him among their kinsfolk and acquaintances. Let me get to the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they came on verse 46. No, start at verse 46. And it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions. Right, the doctor is talking about these highly esteemed people that knows the scriptures. Right, it says, and when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, "Son, why is that?"
He was being raised up.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that.
Family,
I got some.
go ahead, Sister LaToya.
Now, just real quick, that sound kind of familiar, but way different from Samuel's story. Even though I know he went the king. You know, if you go to 1 Samuel 1 and 2, well, you know, in Samuel, his mother was barren, she didn't have child, so she asked the God for a child, and she basically told him like if he gave her one, no razor would come upon his head. But after he was weaned, he was taken to be with Eli the priest, and 1 Samuel 2 and 18. But Samuel ministered before the Lord, being a child, girded with a linen ephod. Moreover, his mother made him a little coat and brought it to him from year to year, when she came up with her husband to offer to offer the yearly sacrifice. So basically, his parents left him there. He didn't just visit every once in a while. They came and visited him. He was raised up with the priest. But I know
Con,
he's not a
con.
king. I just want to say,
The
And
volume.
and
The
and,
volume
and,
of
Right.
the
and,
book.
and
Starting to see the volume.
where's the volume?
He said that,
Because
lo,
Brother,
I come
if
in the volume
because
of the
the,
book.
the
That's all of the
brother,
stories.
brother,
That's from
brother, let me
Abraham.
ask
That's
you a
from
question.
Abraham and Isaac
Brother,
all the way
let me
through
ask you a question. Let me
Adam.
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. The sister just sat there and said Eli parents took him. I mean Samuel, I think that Samuel parents took him to Eli and they left him there.
so what?
So what?
Right, right. That's what same
Okay,
thing
hold
happened.
on.
She was just saying that it seemed like a
Stop, stop,
parallel.
stop, stop, stop. That means Eli taught Samuel.
Okay,
he was
Eli
there
was
from
a
okay,
start.
priest. Eli was a
okay.
priest.
Did not have priests in Rome? I mean during the time of the Romans.
Show me a priest teaching
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh, brother,
We
we just
just
read
showed
that the
you.
doctors, these were the high priests.
Okay,
When
stop.
that term,
What was
that title there is
read
doctor,
read
King.
read that again when he was sitting among them. Read that again. Let's say that again. Let's say that again. Let's say that again.
Oh my goodness.
No,
You
no,
see,
no.
you
Read it again. I'm about to show you something.
okay.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the volume.
While I'm
Watch
pulling
this.
it up,
I'm gonna use Isaiah. I'm gonna use Isaiah term, but I ain't gonna use the volume of the book. I'm gonna show
while
you
I'm
the
pulling it
volume.
up,
Hold on.
I want everybody to notice. They have to swat at nets
I'm
to
about to show
disprove
you the
Christ, bro.
volume of
They have to
reality.
swat at
I'm not gonna
nets
show you.
and
No,
make
brother.
up
This ain't no
doctrine
swap.
and try
This
to
ain't
make
no.
false parallels to try to
This
discredit Christ, brother.
this
I'm about to get that for you. I got you right here.
this ain't no
Luke chapter
swatting of a
2,
net. I'm gonna show
Luke
you the
chapter
volume.
2, verse
Slow
41.
it down, brother. Slow it down. I'm gonna show you the volume of reality. Because see, family,
Brother, you're swatting at nets. See what you're doing.
brother,
Bro,
slow it down, brother.
you're
Slow
Yeah,
it
hermeneutics
yeah.
are
Hold on.
down,
off.
Let
brother.
him speak. Let
Slow
him
it
speak.
down, brother. Slow it down.
This ridiculous, man.
Okay. Listen, family. Sister LaToya brought out a very good point. His mother and father left Samuel to be taught by Eli, the priest. Ain't nobody left Jesus to be taught by nobody. But then now he about to read the scripture, okay, saying that when his mother and father came back, he was sitting among the doctors and all these other people, okay? He was sitting among them, and what was he doing, brother Ash? What was he doing when he was sitting
Breaking
among
up.
them? What did it say he was doing?
He was breaking down the scriptures, cutting up the
Read,
Pharisees
read, read
and the
it, read it, brother.
non-believers.
Read it, brother. What did it say he was doing?
Let's get it. He was cutting on the non-believers like you. That
Just
might
go
have been
straight to
you
the
back
verse.
then, okay?
Go straight to the
Right
verse.
here it go right here. Verse this is Luke chapter 2 verse. I'm start at 47. No, 46. And it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple. Right, so they were in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors. Right, both hearing them and asking them questions. He's learning and he's teaching at the same time.
Family, I'm about to go to the hospital and I'm gonna be sitting among the patients. Does that make me a patient? And I'm gonna ask some of these patients what brought them here.
Swing at
Does that
nets.
make
Gotta
me?
swat at
Does
nets.
that make me a patient, family?
Gotta swat at nets.
Family, listen,
bro,
family,
that don't work on me, King. That does
listen,
not
family.
work. That works on them
When
weak-minded people out there. That don't work on me, King.
when the brother just read, that he was sitting among the people and he was teaching and asking questions. Here's the point, family. When I'm teaching something, I'm not learning, I'm giving. If I'm asking questions, family, it's 2 points to a question. The first point to a question, and anybody who got psychology, sociology, or any type of English degree, when you ask a question, family, it's 2 points to a question.
All
You
around the
ask a
world.
question. You ask a question to either you trying to trap someone, or you ask a question, or you trying to learn. If Jesus is already teaching, what questions does he need to ask?
Brother, listen. Just because
See,
you teach somebody
it
doesn't mean you have to
goes back.
learn.
It goes back, family. It
Bro,
goes back.
that's a stupid
It
question,
goes
King. It
back.
really is. That's a stupid question that you
Hey,
ask, King.
hey, brother. Hey, brother. Hey,
It
brother.
is.
Hey, brother.
It is.
Brother,
Bro, you gotta, bro, prove
brother
right
Assh.
now who is the Messiah,
Brother
King? Who
Assh.
the Messiah?
Brother
Who the
Assh.
Messiah?
Brother Assh.
This gotta stop, bro. This
Brother
gotta
Assh.
stop.
They don't
This
have
gotta
they don't
stop.
have that answer.
He ain't
Brother
got the
Assh.
But let him
spirit. This
talk,
brother
man.
ain't
Let
got
him
the
talk.
spirit, man.
He closing it out.
Brother Assh. Listen, family. The point is this right here. He want to ask who is the Messiah. Sister LaToya already put up that the mother gave Samson to Eli, or that was Samuel. Samson, I think it was Samson. And the thing is that the mother gave over. When you got somebody inside some way teaching, and they asking the people questions, that's like me teaching and I'm asking you a question. I already know the answer to the question that I'm asking. You see how that go? That's different from somebody sitting trying to learn. That's a different type of questioning. The same thing when a lawyer gets in front of a group of people, a courtroom, they ask the defendant questions, or the plaintiff questions. It's not like they don't know the answer. They asking to see exactly what that person is going to reveal. That's all it is. So they saying that Jesus was in the temple teaching. Why do we need to ask questions? This is the level of their understanding. So now I'm gonna say this right here to the point. If that is raising somebody up, being in front of you ditching your parents and going to the temple, you're not trying to find your parents, you sitting in the temple. You knew good and well what you did was wrong. See, Samson didn't do that. His family agreed to that. Joseph and Mary did not agree to that. That's being disobedient right there.
For the record, he's not. That's not my.
There we go right there again. See, the point is, family, Joseph and Mary did not agree for Jesus to be in the temple, to be left at the temple. That's disobedience right there by itself. That's showing you that the brother is cunning. That's a rebellious spirit right there. When he allowed his parents to leave for him to stay. And that's why, if you read the story, Joseph and Mary did what, family? They was angry at Jesus. Show me where Samson's mother and father was angry at him. We talk about being raised up. Numbers 118, family. The people came when they were told, and they sat among their own family. And they had to determine, they had to bring out who they family were. This is all by volunteer. When David was brought before the people, that was volunteered. When Solomon was brought before the people, that was volunteered. When Samuel was brought before the people, that was volunteered. Ain't nobody ditch nobody to become something. And then the point is right here. And this is my last point. They say this man is like Moses. But I asked a question. This man came through a vagina. What was the purpose for him coming the first time if he did not fulfill any of the prophecies that they claimed that was him? What was the purpose for him coming? Now they'll say, oh, he came to bring Israel back together. See, they always got to move the goalposts. They always have to move the goalposts. What was the first time? Why did he need to come through a vagina? Oh, he got to be like his brethren. Okay, Moses was raised by his parents. They say Jesus was raised by his parents. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt. Show me Jesus leading the Israelites out of Egypt.
He's doing it now.
Moses stood before Pharaoh. Show me Jesus standing before Herod or Pilate and saying, let my people go. Moses parted the Red Sea. Show me Jesus doing that. Show me that. Moses was married. Show me Jesus' wife. Moses had children. Show me Jesus' children. The Bible says he will be like Moses. When you are like something, that means you resemble it. That's why in Genesis 1:26 it says, let's make man after my likeness and according to my image. Man reflect the creator until man sinned. So now you're telling me likeness don't reflect anything? It reflects something different? It's different now. Moses was brought before the people. He had elders under him. Who Jesus had under him? What show me the nation he had under him. Oh no, I forgot. He got to come back for that. He got to come back for that. But there's no prophecy. And now the brother say he want to get into who is the Messiah? What is a Messiah? A Messiah means someone who was anointed. I don't have to use the oil. Sister LaToya said it beautiful. The person was given to the priest. And that person was raised up by the priest later on. Who raised up Jesus? Show me an elder or a priest standing right on the side of Jesus saying this is the Messiah. Because what I remember, and I'm closing out, what I remember is when John the Baptist baptized him, he got out of the water and nobody heard that this is my dear beloved son who I'm well pleased with. Only Jesus heard it. Why John didn't hear it? Why John didn't hear it? Now, Brother Ash, I'm going to let you answer that one question. Why John did not hear this is my dear beloved son who I'm well pleased with? Go.
Well, I'm back.
Answer that question.
Oh, what's the
Why
question?
John did not hear the voice, this is my dear beloved son who I'm well pleased with?
You said John didn't hear that?
No, John did not hear it.
Because you made a lot of points.
I need you to answer that question.
See that this type of something. I got you right here, King. I got you right here, man.
Answer that question. Why John did not hear the voice, this is my dear beloved son who I'm well pleased with? I'm listening, brother.
I'm about to bring it out, okay?
Yeah, he going to get it. But I just wanted to say again, man, Sister LaToya never precept that thing, man.
I'm listening, Brother Ash.
Hold on, I got you right here. I'm about to bring it. Hold on. Pull it up.
You cut me deep. Oh, I just can't believe you.
This is ridiculous, man.
This to me. Whoever knew that the blow to
Count
my
down. I'm
chest
about to cut
would
you off.
come directly from you. You broke me down.
Next week, y'all find some more precepts where Yahweh shall add to the word, man.
I want that precept answered now. Why John did not hear the voice that spoke to Jesus as Jesus was getting out of the pool
Thing,
or the river?
It's one precept I was looking for, but guess what, King? To answer your question, did when Moses
you don't have the answer.
When
You don't
Moses,
have the answer. You don't have the answer.
question. I'm asking you a question.
No, I answered
because the most because
brother, he got cut. He can't answer that. He can't answer that.
The word is standalone, man.
And that is the problem. That's the problem. When you ask a question specifically, he was raised up, why nobody never heard it? He was the only one who heard it. Why John the Baptist never heard him being raised up by God? If you really want me to really dig, you would dig. I'll dig on you.
That's how you
where
control
we're
the
going.
stage.
I'm not controlling anything. I asked a question. So family, I thank y'all for joining. But you see, they don't have the question. They can't answer the question. Why Jesus?
Yes, everything.
Okay, brother, answer the question. Why
Brother say
Jesus
he
was the only
answering
one
right
who
now.
heard
You
the voice?
got him on mute.
Well, I'm asking you now. Why Jesus only heard the voice and not John?
Did every single did every single prophet
No, no, no. I
hear
asked you
every
a question.
single?
I asked you a
I'm
question.
answering. I'm answering. You
No,
don't
no,
want to
no. We
hear.
ain't
You
asked you
looking
about no
for
other prophet. I asked you
no.
about Jesus. Why Jesus was the only one who heard the voice and not John? John
Why John
baptized
had
him.
to hear it? Why
Why?
John had to hear it?
He
Why
was the
John had to hear
forerunner.
it?
He was the
Well, no,
forerunner.
no, no, no. But still, why did he have
Why
to hear it?
John did not hear the voice?
Nah, man, you just adding on things. You're
Why
adding to the
John did not
scripture
hear the
and making
voice?
your own rules.
It's not my rules, brother.
Yeah, yeah, they
That's your
are.
New Testament. Your New
Just
Testament
like
says
that
that.
Messiah, just like the Messiah
Why
being
John
raised
did
up.
not
Them
hear
your
the
own
voice?
rules.
Why John didn't hear the voice?
Why he had to?
See what I'm saying, family? This is the problem. They don't have an answer when you really dig in on them. They don't have the answer, family. Because the reason why they don't have the answer, family, is because they can't answer that. They can't answer what that book says. It says when Jesus came from out of the water, he heard the voice. It didn't say nothing about John. And the Spirit spoke to him. See, they always want to talk about that he, him, they, he, him, him. That's what they brought out tonight. But they
We ain't the
skipped
only
Matthew.
ones.
They
We ain't the
skipped
only
Matthew.
one hearing you. We ain't the
So
only one
family,
hearing you, bros.
family, we thank the Creator for each one of you joining. I got to go. May your Shabbat continue to be peaceful, restful, and relaxful. Until next
Con.
time, family.
Shabbat
We got
shalom.
Bible study on Wednesday on Clubhouse, and we'll be in Tabernacles this coming Shabbat. So, family, thank you for joining me. This is Maury Yaakov in ITFTR Network YouTube channel. Thank each one of you brothers, Brother Ash, Brother Marcus, Brother Isaiah, Brother Gabriel, and Sister LaToya. I thank each one of y'all. Bless y'all, love y'all, and I may the Creator continue to bless each one of you in y'all endeavor and y'all walk. Shalom, shalom, and I love y'all.